Rhythms!
That is why.
He did say he was holding back all his out-of-pocket stuff. He did say it.
I was waiting for the button to be hit, and I've been holding back since.
You are the worst. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody, to this amazing start. We've had a lot of interesting conversations. We've tried to get the weirdness out. It has failed. But
You're
now
welcome.
we're here.
It's not leaving anytime soon. It's not gonna leave anytime soon, I can say that much.
But we're here. It's been a while. So last time, for the Beast World D&D campaign, you gentlemen investigated your first official dungeon once you had become a part of the caravan. As you guys investigated, you found out a lot of new information. You ended up having to take on the Guardian of Merit at the end of the dungeon, and defeating that the Guardian of Merit actually did bring about an end to that particular dungeon. You guys were all very determined to get out of there alive as the church was falling apart. As you were running out, you tried to grab the pastor, but he wasn't even resisting you guys to grab him, but there seemed to be some other force that pulled him away from you, and you guys were unable to apprehend and question him. You end up finding out a little bit more that it seems like he believes collecting these stones, one of the stones that you guys actually have in possession, is just a part of a big game to him. It seems like there's a lot more going on with that stone in particular. And also the ideas for poor Flint, knowing that this man had connections to his brother, and he stated that his brother is not on his side or on Flint's side, possibly. So, a lot of questions left remaining as you guys ended up escorting all of the civilians that were there at the church back to the village. But otherwise, that's where we left off. I will state, just for simplicity's sake, you guys had your long rest, so if you did not reset your health, spell slots, etc., you may do so now.
I will do that.
I believe I do.
I will need to check.
But otherwise, you guys, I believe you already put in your money for the job. Although technically, story-wise, your money was going to be delivered to you guys later on.
No, I have not put in the money for
that. I don't think anybody put that money.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Is it the money that we were going to give to the people?
No, this would be the money for the job that you accomplished.
Yeah, 'cause I thought we weren't actually getting that until after we got back to the caravan and made the report.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, otherwise that one, once you guys get back, you make the report. I
Drink water, you dehydrated
that you
bitch!
were going to get 1,000 gold pieces for this job, correct?
No, it was more than that.
How much was it again?
It was enough for
It was 100,000.
250 gold pieces each after paying the 10% to the caravan.
Okay, double checking my notes to make sure, but that does sound pretty correct if I remember correctly.
So wouldn't that be like 12?
Okay, I'll drink the waters.
Yeah, it was a little over 1,000.
Double checking. Yes, you are correct. So yep. So you guys would after paying your dues for the partial part, which you have to pay some of your fees for the job and everything back to the caravan, you guys would get 250 each.
250? Okay.
250.
At least.
And that's gold coins, right?
Yep, gold coins. So
we haven't gotten it yet.
You haven't gotten it yet exactly. You have to go back to the caravan.
Hey there, Faye.
Once you get to the caravan, you make your report, and then you get the money.
Okay.
Yep.
So should wait a little bit, or can we just put it there?
You guys can put it now in there if you would like. Just know for story reasons you would not have it there currently.
Okay. So we just... Okay, got it.
But otherwise, to simplify some things here, you guys will be waking up this morning here, back in the city, where you first talked to the, or where you guys first arrived for this. We'll state that you guys had already kind of explained the whole situation. All the civilians are back, they're happy, etc.
I
You guys have
heard.
made your report that it's over. And they tell you that your money will be sent to the caravan. And again, thank you for your services. Was there anything in particular that you guys wished to do in the city here before heading out?
Which city? The caravan city, right?
The current city that you guys are in, which is Gaucher.
No, not really. After all that shenanigans, I'm ready to head back to the caravan.
Yeah, not up top of my head.
I'm ready
Alright.
to go home.
If
Yeah,
there's nobody that, if nobody is stating that they would like to do anything in Gaucher, then you guys can head back out onto the road. However, you guys will also notice that as you're heading out onto the road, you have another cart that is packing up and heading out of the city as well. You notice that this cart in particular has the delving crew that you had rescued.
Hopefully
the
you're
members
being
of it
safe.
being Icekinder, the armadillo. You also see Aline. She's the sheep. Again, she kind of stands out quite a bit. She has like pinks and greens in her hair. And then you also see Lena, the bison. She is a cleric. But they are also getting packed up, and they're going to be heading out as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
There's anything to talk to them about.
Bye.
That's a high.
They, giving a hello, Icekinder will go ahead and he will give a wave. Oh, you're all heading out as well?
Yep. Back to the caravan.
Well, we'd be happy to travel with you if you would like. Doesn't hurt to have company on the road.
Sure.
Are you scared that you guys are gonna get locked up again?
The
I just
kobold starts
turned
giggling
and
to himself.
Look at Lucid like, really?
I'm being honest. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I don't mind the extra company, but I just being
Time
honest.
and place, sir.
And to think I was going to give you this reward for saving our lives and whatnot. And he holds an envelope up in front of him. But, I mean, I could always just decide not to.
Ignore our.
I apologize for my comment.
Just ignore the idiot in the room. We would be happy to have y'all.
He goes ahead and hands off the envelope. It seems, if you guys go ahead and examine it, it seems to have a wax seal on it, with his name written down on it. But if you go ahead and you take that, when you get back to the caravan, you can go ahead and take that into, let's see, make sure I have the name here. You can make sure that you show that to Orsert, the wheelwright of the caravan. He will give you something in return for that voucher that I just gave you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said his name was Orsert?
He's the head wheelwright. He will be able to make anything you want, and he can, with that voucher, he'll give you an upgrade for your cart.
Well, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it'll be on me for that. I really appreciate what you all did to save me and my team.
There's no whatsoever. We did the best we could.
Well, you all did end up defeating the dungeon, and you could have just left us to die, but you didn't, and I greatly appreciate that.
Well, more so.
Yeah, we couldn't just do that to you guys.
Yeah, and we would definitely enjoy the company.
Otherwise, before we hit the road as well, something a little bit more reward now kind of option, and not just later. He shuffles through his wagon, and he jumps out again, and he seems to be holding something that's all wrapped up, and he goes ahead and he presents it to Noche.
Oh, what's this?
It's an old shield of mine, something that I used to use, but I've found ones that better suit my style of fighting, and I see that you and other members do use a shield in your party, but I thought I would offer it up for you.
Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But I'm pretty like. Is there anything special about this shield?
Does anybody in your party know how to cast any magics to determine that for you?
There is one of us.
I have
Question: can you do it? How many times can you check a weapon? Just out of curiosity.
So the way that it works for you can cast detect magic that allows you to see if something has like a magical aura. It tells you something a little bit about it, but not a lot. So like you know the type of enchantment it has on it, but you don't know like how it works. You just know it'd be magical. If you cast Identify, you can check multiple magic items, but it requires you to kind of sit there and focus on the item for like an hour.
I have detect magic, but I do not have it prepared.
And I have the
Then we
alternate
could probably
one
check it
prepared.
later then, just to see the components of it. But I'll take the shield.
He offers the shield. He will go ahead and tell you at least that the shield has a very interesting enchantment he used to use to fight enemies from afar.
Oh, okay. Like a shield boomerang?
Has blue kids yet?
He has not
Yes,
KO'd yet.
exactly.
Shield
Okay.
boomerang!
Nice.
Okay, Captain America.
Watch me work. No, call me Steven.
Oh. All right, Mr.
Jesus.
Universe, we got it.
before he starts doing this all day, Eiskinder will go ahead and tell you he's happy to show you how to use the item if you would like while we're traveling as well.
The item?
The shield.
Noche feels a little conflicted because he's so used to using his own shield and sword. Because it has a lot of meaning to him. So, can he think about it, or does it have to be like immediate? Like,
so you can hold. So it's your decision on how you want to treat it. But like, there's nothing saying that you have to like get rid of something that's sentimental to you. It would just be still a part of your inventory. You can always just switch it out, something that you could use. If you want, you could even talk to an artificer. They could look at it. They could possibly try to move the enchantment from one item to a different item if it is something that's more important to you.
yes, that.
So,
So I'll hang on to this shield for now until I find someone that can do that.
okay. But yeah,
Thank
if
you.
you talk with the right person, you'd be able to move the enchantment.
Sweet. Okay. All right, back in character. Thank you so much for the shield. I'll appreciate it so much, and I think it'll be very useful for me. Thank you.
He goes ahead and he gives a nod, and then he just continues making sure he has all of his supplies ready to go for them to leave. Otherwise, they'll be heading out as well.
Alright, I guess we head off to the caravan.
Yep.
Them keeping us company, I guess.
Yeah. So, We're gonna expedite a couple of things for your guys' travels. But is there somebody that would volunteer to give me a roll of a d20?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead and give me a roll of a d20.
I'm really gonna screw us over. It'll be very funny with it. Okay, 16.
All right, your guys' first day of travel back. Beautiful weather outside. Just some slight clouds here and there that provide a little bit of shadow from the sun, keeping you guys a little bit cooler as you travel. But nothing awful for your guys' weather. Nothing really seems to happen too much either during your travels. Anything in particular on this first day of travel as you guys are heading back?
Well, and it's not this, but rhythms. What the fuck?
Oh, don't worry about it. Shh. Same character. Don't worry about it.
Shut the fuck.
All right, we're on
I
our way.
hate the chat so much right now. I hate the chat so goddamn much right now.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. Don't worry. Continue the story.
Anyways, I guess for the time being, I'll probably just work on my little hobby thing, the little woodwork.
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of practice on that.
Yeah, basically.
Give me a d20 roll.
A D20 roll? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't believe you're proficient in it yet. You just
Oh, what the
practice
fuck?
it, get better at it. It's the same exact roll.
There's our answer.
Okay. You seem to be getting a lot better at it. You feel like you're starting to get more of a hang of how to do this. What are you whittling?
I guess I don't know what's simple enough to do. I guess I'll try to do like someone reminiscent of owlbear, I guess.
Okay. It's decent. Not a ton of like amazing details or anything, but you can tell it's like something similar to what you had fought before.
Yeah, based on what I remember, other than the goose.
Speaking of, has anybody checked on the owlbear egg recently?
Yes. That would be me.
All right. Go ahead and give me a nature check just to kind of look over the egg.
Nature.
Okay. This was just to kind of see like how it's progressing and whatnot. Like just a little random roll for me. Doesn't feel like it's moving yet or anything. Seems like it's staying at the like you feel like it's being well kept and it's not like there's any issues with it. But it doesn't seem like it's close to hatching quite yet. But you do know that it should be hatching pretty soon, based off of what you were told when you first investigated about it at the caravan.
Yeah, you said like 1 to 2 weeks, I think.
And it's been at least a week, so it should be getting there pretty soon.
Oh.
Because you guys had to travel quite a few days to get here from where the caravan was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check on it, keep it in eyesight daily.
All right. Otherwise, anything else that people are wanting to do during their travels today?
Let's see. If anything, is it possible to find an artificer on the way, or?
Well, there is a thing. You go ahead and you can give me a perception check.
Sure. I would love to give you a perception check.
I'd love to.
All right.
Come on, Lady Luck. You on my side. Perception. I can't spell. It starts with a P, right?
Yep.
You got this. I believe in you.
I have so much faith.
You look around desperately to find an artificer, only to realize that there is one in your party.
I'm so stupid.
Dude.
There, he really played you there, bud.
Okay.
Flint's gonna look over at you and say, "What you looking for, buddy?"
What you looking for?
The cobalt hangs his head in shame. Can you please transfer the enchantments to this shield to my own?
Embarrassing.
It's a complete literally completely forgot. I guess his head was too full of soup today.
Probably. I guess I was so excited that I have a boomerang shield that like I completely forgot, and then it went over my head. And then you were dropping hints earlier too, and I hate myself. Anyway, maybe I haven't slept enough today.
Aw.
It'll be a later night.
Aw.
His brain, when he realizes, just.
Speaking of soup, that'd be really good today.
Soup is nice regardless.
Oh my god.
It's so rainy and cold outside.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
I
would take that over the heat.
I will
But yeah.
offer to, but I feel like this is something that's gonna take probably some time for me to do so, because I'm probably gonna have to study like the magical formula and able to transfer it.
So
Okay.
to give me to kind of figure out how long you think it'll take you, give me an Arcana check.
Come on. Come on, who, me or Flint?
Flynn.
What?
Okay, Flint. I believe.
All right, Lady Luck.
What does it give you?
You feel like if you are kind of stuck on the moving caravan here, or the moving like wagon that you guys have right now, it would take you a little bit longer just because it's pretty delicate work just to try to move an enchantment or even to like make a magic item in general. But you feel like because it's such a long travel, you could maybe get it done by the time you get there. Back to the caravan. If not, might just take another day.
Hi, King.
Okay. Do you think that'll be okay, Flint?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Thanks. I hand over the shield over to Flint and Glee. I owe you big time.
I'll just hand you a satchel of soup.
A satchel of
A
soup.
satchel of soup?
Yes.
Still of soup.
I'm
That
literally
is
thinking of a bag
not-
right now. It's
Sees
just
the
almost-
bag dripping, and I just start looking for the bottom of the bag.
Not a jar.
Well, I'm thinking satchel like a cloth.
I don't know what. Oh no.
My brain just brain got stuck. There was like, what the fuck?
There's,
Oh,
Leave me
there's
alone.
something I want
If
to
I
do.
keep talking, I'm gonna just like
oh,
hurt myself. So go
I'm
ahead.
too tired for that.
I want to do too.
Hi, John
What
Wee.
do you want to do?
So, witnessing the cobalt walking away, licking the bag, Lisa just looks. I feel like I made a huge mistake making a deal with these people. and then walks up to
Yeah.
the
Wait, no,
plant.
I googled it. A satchel is like a bag, so it's like, wouldn't it be dripping?
Yes, it will be. Well, it depends on the fabric. If the fabric's good, you can hold the liquids in. But I don't think that one's strong.
I guess it could be made of leather, but I would not want to drink soup out of it.
I would not drink. Leather.
First of y'all,
Sure.
fuck all of you who doubt my craftsmanship. Fuck you all. Fuck you all.
I'm sorry.
It's
I-
not that. It's that the leather would change the
Big-
flavor of
yeah,
the soup.
that's
It
the thing.
imparts a unique flavor. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, I'm not drinking leather.
Soup is still soup.
No Chase
Also,
seems to
Murray
be
is
very
born
grateful.
in
It does not matter.
Just feel like I made a mistake.
You're gonna.
Oh, we'll see what what
Oi.
Noche is doing, and I was like, the fuck.
I
Listen,
do have.
So,
moving on.
as I see Lucid kind of like disgustingly looking over at all of us, I'm gonna be like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What's up?
And I'm gonna say, your new sword, right? You're pretty excited about it, aren't you?
Okay, let's stop the games. Get to the point. What do you want?
So, and I'll pull out of my bag, I happen to be able to tell you what that sword can do. However, I need help with something in return.
Depends. What do you need my assistance for?
I need you to teach me how to be stealthier. I will help you make sure that this blade is kept up. I will do everything in my power to make sure that this blade is optimized as much as possible and that it doesn't, like, its charge doesn't go out. I will do everything I can to help you with that. But this is something that I need to have happen.
Lucid kind of just thinks for a moment and looks at Flint. Like, intensely look at it for a moment.
And Flint is, like, eyes locked, like... I have my hand on the shield and the pearl in the other hand.
Before I agree to anything, why? What's your end goal in this?
I'm gonna tell Flint, or I'm gonna tell Lucid to get closer, because what I'm about to say, I'm not exactly wanting everybody to see or hear.
Very well. Get a little bit closer.
I'm gonna start telling Lucid that I need to become more stealthy and more agile. I can't help people if I can't ensure that they get hurt first. This is one way that I can go about helping. I couldn't save y'all because I got caught. Y'all could have been seriously hurt. I was like, and I'll even go on to tell him further, like, hey, like, this isn't just something that involves us. If I can stop a threat before it gets to y'all, that's one less thing y'all will have to worry about.
Lucid sighs for a moment. Okay, fine. I'll help. But don't forget, you do help out my little sword here. I need to know what it does and what it can do.
I will tell you that I am probably going to be taking care of this shield probably until we get back to camp. But the moment we get back to the Delvers camp, I will gladly identify and tell you everything I know about the sword.
Then it's a deal.
I will put the pearl down and I will reach out my hand to shake your hand.
And Lucid will reach out to shake hands too, with a small smile, because I mean, this is rather interesting. An interesting development.
Flint is going to flash a smile and say, "You just wait. I'll show you what I can do."
Though, just know, no more prisons plans, okay? Not very fond of those.
I get that. But did you really think we were going to let you put on the uniform?
The what?
The gel uniform. Like, I've read about them in books, have you not? Like, they put you in, like, orange things.
No.
Oh no.
You would technically be an orange-dusted raccoon.
Just in disbelief. Complete disbelief. Just. Wow. Okay, yeah, you need to get out more. Okay. All right. All right. You need to get out.
All right. Otherwise,
Wow.
just to expedite some more things here, your guys' travels continue to be pleasant for the next couple of days. You guys feel like the next day you will finally arrive at the caravan, so you start making camp though. For this part, I will need you guys to decide on a watch order.
A watch order?
If you don't mind, I'll take the first shift.
You'll take the first shift.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do
Alright.
third.
Okay. All right. So you know, you guys are going ahead. You're getting set up for camping for the night. Make sure that the cart's secure. Your guys' mount pulling the actual cart is secure. Lucid's making sure that Sky is secure because right now you guys have 2 chocobos. Or I should say,
He admits it. They're
actually,
chocobos.
I
He called
hate
it.
you all.
He called it
I
a
hate you
chocobo.
all.
We win.
I
We
hate
finally
you all.
rubbed off on him.
Oh, I hate you all.
Ha
Actually,
That's your
You
fault
got
for
God
calling.
damn it.
That's your fault for calling them chocobos.
Anyway, so you guys go ahead and you're getting all settled up. First person that said they were taking watch, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Hi.
Hi.
10.
All right, so let me do something here. What the fuck? All right, nothing happens.
Yay. I did a
Fuck us,
good job. Half-assed it, but a good job.
Yep, nothing happens during your watch.
Yeah, dude.
Who's next in the watch order after
That'll be
Nojay?
me.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alrighty. First. Hold on. I almost picked persuasion. Whoops.
All right. Okay. So for your watch, so as you're going ahead and you are keeping watch, you not only do you like kind of hear some rustling from your wagon, you also hear like a slight like like scream basically, and then one person is kind of hopping out of the other wagon not too much longer after the scream. You actually see the one sheep, the one sheep from the other party. Again, her hair has that pink streak through it and some green streaks through it as well. Seems to just kind of be getting out, getting some fresh air.
Damn, they must have been doing some steamy ass stuff in there. So I see. Oh, wait, was that it?
Yeah, that's it. You just kind of see that she is just kind of steps out, getting some fresh air. Not really sure what had happened, but she's just kind of doesn't seem like she's able to kind of sleep, so she just kind of stays up for a little bit, gets some fresh air.
I guess I can talk to her. We'll save our conversation for later, then.
Okay. If you really want to talk to her later, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk to her just to know why she's up.
It's up to you if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I do.
Okay.
My curiosity. Do I need to do something for her?
You can just talk to her.
Why you up?
So rude.
Oh, it's nothing really. Give me an insight check.
Okay, okay. If I get a high, I have the perfect way how to say this.
This is gonna be
That's
terrible.
actually gonna suck.
That was a nat
I
1.
know exactly what it
She
is.
She doesn't seem to. You really can't quite tell what's like going on with her right now. It's she said nothing at all, so you're just kind of taking her for her word.
Alrighty, if you say so. But if you need someone to talk to, I'm all ears. I got all the time in the world, honestly.
It's okay. I appreciate it. Every once in a while, when she's talking to you, she's talking to you, you notice her eyes kind of like slightly dart off to something behind you, but then she refocuses to you.
Do I have to do another check for that?
No, that's all I'm gonna give you.
You don't get another chance.
I know, that's why I'm just like, I'm tempted because I'm saying, like, is there something behind me?
You can go ahead and look.
Damn it, okay, I will look behind.
Okay. You look behind you. You just see your guy. You see your wagon, your cart.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay? Cause your eyes keep darting.
It's, I'm fine, really.
What
I'll
happened?
just stay up and I'll help keep watch for a little while. I'm fine.
She blushes and turns away.
Oh,
No, she
and
doesn't.
I'm
oh,
really gonna leave. Just help. I ain't doing this.
Nah, man, I ain't part of this
Yeah.
shit.
I ain't
Yeah,
doing
no.
Fuck this shit out, man.
But
Alrighty.
but yeah, so she goes ahead and she stays by the fire with you, and she actually pulls out a little lyre, and she just kind of plucks the strings every once in a while, just to kind of like keep herself a little bit busy, it seems, but nothing else outside of that.
Damn, I wish I had a good insight.
But otherwise, nothing else really seems to happen during your shift. Who's next?
I believe that was me.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
For perception,
Yep,
can I use my passive perception of 16?
that is fine. Again, nothing really happens. I will state though that before you got up for your shift, you did indeed still have your your dreams, but this time it was never around the presence that you know is within that stone. You constantly had multiple voices that were speaking out to you. You had the voice of a man, a voice of a woman, a child, all kind of speaking in almost unison, but not quite, um, telling you to use the stone and you'd be rewarded.
Okay.
But again, you were filled with a bunch of images of again just what you first experienced when you guys first picked up and found this stone. Um, but you did not see the dragon that night.
Okay.
But otherwise, nothing else really happens to you during your shift.
Is the sheep girl still there?
She is still there, yes.
I would like. Is she the one that was injured when she was in the prison cell?
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to talk to her and ask her how she's doing, how her injuries are healing up, and if she's okay.
Oh, I'm fine, really. Thank you, though. You all really were very helpful. You notice that I'm just gonna give you like a natural kind of insight with her. When you started talking to her, there was almost like as if she just kind of shifted away from you.
Oh. Okay.
If you want to try to read further, I would ask for another insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so just that one movement of her just kind of moving a little bit more away from you really just kind of made you want to focus and try to figure out a little bit more on like what's going on with her. You notice that like earlier she was kind of just playing with her lyre a little bit, playing little light tunes and melodies. But and as soon as you came out, it's like she just kind of stopped doing that, which is just kind of like, huh, weird. But now, after you started talking to her, checking in on her, she moves away. She seems to be extremely anxious, as if like she's trying not to do something.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Well, um, I guess if you need anything, just let us know. And I walk back over to where my side of the encampment, and I just kind of, but not so far that I can't see her, and I do keep an eye on her for the rest of my shift.
Okay. You notice that I'll keep your insight from before. So as you kind of like move a little bit away from her, there seems to be a bit of like a sigh of relief. But also you kind of notice like every once in a while her eyes just kind of dart over to you, and then she like looks away. There's very much like she seems to have like something going on, but you don't really know. You're not really sure quite exactly what's going on with her, but you can tell something's not quite right.
Yeah. Okay. I will keep that in
What's
mind.
that?
Side eye, bombastic side eye.
She will eventually, however, do go back to her wagon to sleep. And then that'll get us to our next person's shift.
I don't think we went beyond the third shift.
Yeah, that's true. We tend to not go after a third shift. That's true. All right. And otherwise, that's it for your guys' session there. So then you guys end up waking up the next day. Everything seems to be pretty normal. You guys go ahead and just start traveling out again. And you start getting closer and closer where you know that the caravan will be at. Now, I'm going to give you guys something that I never really mentioned prior. So, how is it that you guys actually know where the wagon, the caravan is? How do you guys know where the caravan is?
Don't we have a map?
Don't we have a
You guys do?
projected route?
You guys do have a projected route. All right, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys remembered like how you know where the caravan is. They always tell you guys a projected route of where they're going to go, and they end up giving that to the Delvers when they leave. They try to have stick to that schedule, and then if it goes into a different direction, then they go ahead and share that information.
What?
All right.
Give it
But-
a second.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding.
Something's going on.
There's so much. There's so much going on.
But yeah, I will tell you guys though that you are this day you do finally arrive back at the caravan. You do see the caravan in distance, and you're moving your wagon to get back into the caravan. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Blue doing IRL stuff. Give him a second.
I'm so sorry.
It's cool.
My grandma
But yeah.
startled me.
Oh. But yeah, so all I was saying is that you guys do eventually arrive back at the caravan. You do see that everybody is, as you guys are kind of like moving back in, you see that everybody is really in quite a bit of a buzz. There's a lot going on. There seems to be a lot of excitement amongst a lot of people as you arrive back in your lined place in the caravan. With your passive perceptions, I'd say that anybody that has a passive perception higher than a 12, which I think is pretty much the majority of you, you notice that there is one wagon that is just utterly massive that you had not seen there prior. It is a gaudy wagon.
Oh, no.
It basically looks like a massive, like, it looks like it's just this massive vehicle that's just very red, like a deep, bright red color to it.
Remind me, what does gaudy means again? Make sure it's a definition. Thank you.
It very just like so like just very
Big,
Over the top?
bright, over the top,
Yeah.
very loud, in your face. It does not
Ugh.
look very.
Yeah, it's very.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a very, like it's very standout, kind of basically.
but
Think about jewelry. Like usually, people who see like really big pieces think that they're gaudy.
Ew. Okay.
yeah, but it's definitely different. You hadn't seen this one here prior. but it is moving. It's moving as it's a part of the caravan. So you're not sure if it's like a brand new person or if this was like or if this is like somebody that just wasn't there prior. Because you guys do know that people come to the caravan and leave from the caravan all the time, even businesses. So you're not really sure what that is, but there definitely seems to be quite a bit of buzz. There is a lot of people that are walking nearby as the caravan is moving. Because again, the caravan moves at a slow pace where people can walk during the day, and they can walk to destinations. Just means that somebody has to always be piloting the cart at all times while they are traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you do see that there's quite a bit of buzz in town as you guys have kind of arrived back in. Also, as you guys have arrived back in, I'm going to go ahead and show something else that you guys notice, because they are now also back, and they've been given their assigned spot in the line. So I'm going to move it to something for you guys here. Hold on. You see a group of delvers that you are somewhat familiar with that have joined into the line of the caravan well that are nearby you guys.
And then remembered that I flirted with this. It's just that smile just slowly disappeared, just like, oh right.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you guys do see the delvers of Aaron. They have now joined into the caravan officially as well, and they're not too far away from your guys's. And just some familiar faces from your first adventure as you guys were together as a team.
So let me get this straight. We see them, but they don't see us.
Correct.
Yeah, like they don't seem to have noticed you guys yet, but you guys notice them. They're just a little bit ahead of you in the caravan route.
Damn, I feel like I'm gonna be an idiot, but like I have words I gotta tell the bear anyway, because I haven't forgotten something. I really haven't forgotten. Just gonna yell at them as long as I can.
I'm gonna just. I mean, it's been a while. We can't really blame you. It's like,
yeah.
God, like this was like early on, like the competition wise kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, this is very early when you guys were level 1.
Yeah, this is
I got it.
You can hit it. You can hit it with the hey, you guys.
I know how to get their attention. Bunny girl, remember me when I beat your ass in the competition?
The kobold slaps his forehead and looks away. It's like, I can't.
Rivalry. I have to start a rivalry. Rivalry is the best way to get someone's attention.
You go ahead and you just shout that. There's multiple people that are between your cart and their cart. There's
He's
like
so rude.
turning and everything to look over at what the hell is happening. You do, however, see the bunny girl. Do you remember her name?
Sadly, I kind of forgot all their names.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it's been so long.
Wow.
Like there is one group of things I do remember, and it's for the bear. Personally, it's for him. But like, yeah, I kind of forgot a lot of stuff.
Oh gosh. So we're gonna keep that in and just have you deal with that awkwardness. So you see her. She is sitting at the very top of the wagon, like she's just keeping a good eye around. You see her ears just kind of like move, and she looks towards you, and there's like a sudden like she's pointing, and she just jumps off of her wagon, and you just see her running at you.
The entire party steps away to give them some space.
I don't know why, but like I have the urge to do it right back at her, just out of pure spite. I don't know. Just out of spite, right back at her too.
You're gonna run at her too.
Yeah.
All right. So she's running up at you. You are running up at her. She continues running towards you. Do you slow down?
Nope.
Fuck
I ain't
no.
cheating out. Mama didn't raise no bitch.
What in
Okay,
the
we're
what in the
I
having a
donkey
game.
is this?
We're having a game of chicken here to see on who's gonna stop first. Give me a one.
This is gonna be
1d20.
good.
Just a
A
random
one,
1d20.
a 120. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's so stupid. 14.
Oh, okay. So you guys keep running. You keep running. It looks like you guys are gonna collide, but she just stops before you guys collide. So she chickened out first.
Woo! Victory to me.
God.
So
Canna-
I see that you are back in. That you guys are here at the caravan as well. How's it been?
The usual. Almost died. Same people. Team bonding exercises. You love that shit.
Don't get me started on the team bonding exercises. Our scout decided to go ahead and give us a job to deal with some goblins. And they weren't goblins. Instead, they were like creatures made out of like hard plastic and ink, and we just got covered in it. It was weird. I didn't really want to deal with it, but
Bruh. Hun, let me tell you, we had to go to some sort of church cult with animatronics, and it had to play a
Hey there.
game when we had to fight our own selves.
You're the one who picked that mission.
Do you want to fight with the Gogers? That's the other mission we could have had. At
The
least I picked
what?
something for the mission they
The-
picked would have been the other one. So you
I
have to
gave
choose
him-
between two.
I gave him like 3 different options to choose from. So
Well, I'm just
he
saying-
chose one. They got one of those 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it sounds like he's bitching about the mission, and I'm like, you're the one who picked it.
Yeah, I picked it, but it doesn't mean I can't complain about it. I had to choose one. I tried choosing the least messiest one for y'all.
Well, I guess a
appreciate
cult would
that.
definitely be a weird one, but I mean, did you have to fight a printer?
Pardon?
We had to fight a printer. It literally was printing out.
Oh yeah, no, the shit gets wild, especially because
It's
Blue
a
is
lot
loud.
better than- Pulls out the new sword I got. At least it's about a little bit better than fighting yourself. Like, literally, they were airing out my dirty laundry. Almost.
You two are just made for each other at this point.
She kind of looks you up and down. It's just like, seems like you always have some dirty laundry, though.
It's a lot of fun.
Going for you.
I don't want to
Oh.
wait for our lives to
well,
be over.
I will say this, though. It is good to see you, somewhat. But I believe we did have a bit of a deal before.
Did we now?
Yes.
Forgive me, my memory is a little bit. Wait a minute, is this about getting new clothes?
Yes.
No way, you finally did it?
I've been working on some new designs, and I've been working with some friends here to try to give them a little bit more fun aspects to them. Eloise ended up giving an interesting enchantment.
You know you have to share that with me, right?
Of course. Well, follow me then. She just kind of guides you.
You guys want to come? You might as well meet up with the others. It's been a long time.
Which one of us is gonna keep steering the caravan?
I'm probably gonna come out of the caravan and look like extremely exhausted, like with big ass bags under my eyes, and I'm just gonna hand Noche his shield.
Oh. Well, you know I sleep on the roof, so I look down at the door. It's like, thank you. And reaches for the shield seat.
And then
I'll drive if that'll make things seem a little better. You
That's-
go ahead and get your rest.
I just went right now.
Wait before you go back to sleep. Hands him the sword. When you wake up, not right now.
I'm just gonna like
volunteer to like drive if I need to. It's the
Yep,
least
somebody
I can
at
do.
all times has to drive the caravan.
Yeah,
Or
leave
drive
it
for
to
the
me.
caravan.
Leave it to
Guy,
me this
don't-
time.
Guy,
And it
don't eat the
seems
cobalt,
like-
okay?
I
It
can't
seems
reach
like
the pedals
Blue,
though.
There's no pedals.
pedals. It's like a horse and buggy.
It's rhetorical. I was joking.
Guys, please
I'm
don't be
not
mean
that
to the
bad.
people. That's all I gotta ask.
I
Don't
was
be
not gonna be that. I'm not that bad, y'all. Please.
Well, it seems like Lucid needs a babysitter, so
Why do I need a babysitter? I'm just asking y'all to come with me to meet old friends. If y'all don't want to go, I can go myself.
I mean, we were going to go, but like,
Now don't use me as an excuse. My lord.
As he shouts this, as he's just walking to join the others, and there's just a crowd of people just like, what the hell is happening?
And the rest of y'all who's watching, don't you have something better to do? Damn, we're just meeting up with old friends. Y'all never did that?
Give me an intimidation check, Lucy.
Watch, my intimidation's gonna be like little, and it's gonna be hilarious. I'm ready.
-2.
Yep. I'm
Just
ready.
like-
Like, I was already ready for that.
There's like again, there's just stares at you, and they eventually just kind of, there's like eye rolls, and they just kind of move on. But like, yeah, there's like, you can sense the judgment.
you
I don't give a
stop
fuck.
embarrassing
I don't give a damn.
our group, please.
Own up to my things. I don't care. I'm happy to see them. I got stuff I have to tell them. Shoot, not to mention, we found their someone's mom. I gotta tell them that. Because she had a message for her son.
Oh god.
I'm gonna before I go back in, I'm gonna have the sword in one hand, and I'm just gonna pat Jasper and say, "Please take him from the caravan. I am so tired, and he is so loud, and I know he means well,
Does he go?
but I am so sleepy.
You know what?
I've worked so hard on this shield."
Thank you.
Well,
No justice for the roof.
I will try to keep him away as long as
I'm so sorry.
And Flint is just gonna like drag himself into the caravan and just like into his room.
You don't really have your own specific room yet, but
Floor.
you do have your own hammock.
I'm gonna I'm gonna put the sword up and I'm gonna pass out into that hammock hard.
So we have Jasper, we have Lucid going over to the Delvers of Aaron. Anyone else going?
Join us side. Join us side. Join us
Well-
side.
Well, I'm driving, and I guess I'm keeping watch for Flint to get some rest, so that'll count me out.
I guess I'll join. And
But I do have
Have a
one
good
thing I
time.
gotta tell No Chess before we leave. No Chess.
Yeah,
No
what's up?
Chess. Take good care of my bird, okay?
Oh, of course. It's not soup, so I'm not gonna eat it.
What?
Would you would you rethink that if his name was Sue?
Oh my god! Could you imagine?
Noche, give me a wisdom save.
Sure.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god! If I find out this thing is made of soup, I'm gonna be scared.
made out of soup. We have some very big concerns on our hands.
Or
Oh god. Thank god.
You can't help but now all of a sudden start thinking, huh, would axe beak taste good in a soup?
Sky, if he
Stop.
try to eat you, check his ass. If he try to eat you, Sky, okay?
You're just having intrusive thoughts.
that's a
Major,
word.
major intrusive thoughts with a critical one. What the
Jesus.
God.
Oh my god.
But
Goodness
otherwise,
gracious.
so
Yeah,
three of
okay.
you then go ahead and head over to the Delvers of Aaron's wagon. It is exactly how looks in the image here for how their wagon looks. You do see that Rain, she is the Brethren scout that was working with them. She is still with them. She's just piloting the cart moving forward with their axe beaks up front. Eloise goes ahead. The rabbit, Eloise, Because I mixed it up. It was Cadence that was the one that was helping with the enchantments. Eloise goes ahead and she just kind of shouts out, "Hey, we've got some old friendly faces here." You do see the bear and the wolf that also are part of the Delving crew. Eventually, you do see the little fox girl pop out as well. And starting us off, the wolf goes ahead and just welcomes you all right away. It is great to see you all. How have you been?
Oh, you know,
Could have been better.
pretty good.
Do you remember his name?
It's Lou?
I'm going to give you a chance here with a history check.
Damn it. You're gonna make us like I feel so bad just in general not remembering. I honestly
you
Oh no!
like literally the fact that I don't even remember him is means a lot. So I feel
remember
guilty
him,
after
I
this.
just don't remember his name. I feel like Jasper is like me, bad with names,
Yeah,
but good
you
with
guys,
faces.
you all are just failing at remembering his name.
You know,
You're like, it starts with a T, I think. Like
He looks like
Oh
a
my-
fetus. He looks like a fetus. We're gonna call him fetus. That's his new name.
Shut
Never,
up.
never.
Y'all are something
Um,
else. I'm just sleeping.
You know what? I'm just gonna be
Aaron.
honest with all of them.
Harry. I just swore his name was Luke.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's-
I'm just gonna be upfront with them and just tell them it's been so long. I do apologize. We met so many people that we kind of forgot your names, and I mean this with the utmost. I really, genuinely am very sorry. It's been so long, but we never
Yeah.
forgotten any.
so
we-
so the wolf does kind of respond a bit with like, his ears go down a little bit. He was just like, well, I guess it has been a while. It's been at least a few weeks, maybe almost a month. But so he goes ahead and he introduces himself. Well, my name is Trey.
Right.
That was
That's
no!
what it was. Right.
no. The
Write
thing
this
is,
down.
the fucking I hate myself. I was thinking Trey when I was thinking with the fucking T. I hate it.
You know what? Someone write this down just in case if they ever show up again, we know their names. Jesus, someone write this down.
I fucking
Wait,
thought
what?
it Trey. I didn't know it was actually his name. Fuck me. That's it.
Lord have mercy. Maybe we
the-
should write this down.
You maybe should.
Baby, write this down.
I'm yelling like this, and in my game, like in the in game, my character is like just squeezing my arms hard because like fuck, I knew his name, fucking knew his name, but I didn't just.
The fox, she's wearing her kind of bit raggy, but she has her green cloak on. Oh well, my name is Cadence again. Nice to see you guys again.
Cadence with a C or with a K?
With a C.
Oh, it's a C. Never mind.
Yep.
I was thinking K.
Cadence.
There's like a glare from Eloise, specifically at Lucid.
Don't worry, I'll
Please
never
tell
forget
me
you.
that you remembered my name.
Yes.
There's like a
Come on.
glare. There's a glare. She's
I
like,
do
she's
a
trying
check.
to like.
You want-
She's doing an insight check. Are you lying or are you telling the truth?
God.
Right.
Can't there's anything I can do to counter this?
You want to try
he's
rolling a
straight up
Are
history
you
again?
lying or are you lying or are you telling the truth?
I'm generally telling the truth because I remember kicking her ass in the fucking competition.
But
He
do you
straight up
remember her
lied.
name?
You want to try a history check again?
We can do a history check, please.
We'll do a history check again.
No!
So you remember her name.
No! God, it's gonna be another 0.
I think Allah has 0, 1, 2. It's not even. It's not even.
I don't like this game
Yeah,
anymore.
you're like, yeah, I remember your name. Give me
No.
a deception check.
Sweat
Give me a
profusely.
deception
I
check now.
remember. No.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, I can do it. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, you're lying to her. You're like, yeah, I remember your name.
Shit.
Ooh.
Damn. I'm off my
Bingo.
game. I'm off my game. I'm flustered.
There's
really?
there's this very like, again, she is like reading you like
Yeah,
a
okay.
book. She's seeing all of your like nervous twitches of like, yeah, I totally remember your name. And what is it then? And as she kind of leans in more, and like very much like she knows that you don't know.
Can I say at least one thing before just before I say no? Can I say one last thing?
Sure.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
100% I am.
Oh
And this is
wow.
how we're friends.
There's this big grin on her face.
And this is how we're friends.
She introduces herself as Eloise again.
I'll make sure to remember that.
And what was the bear's name?
And he'll go ahead and he'll just stay like, oh, and my name is Ange. I believe I'm pronouncing his name correct.
Spell it.
Ange.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would pronounce it.
Before we continue this conversation, Ange, I have something to tell you.
Oh, what was it?
Your mom sends her regards to you.
Oh, you were by Aaron not too long ago?
Yeah, one of our little mission stuff was over there. We got a chance to meet your mom as well as some of the villagers that was there too.
Cadence looks over at your guys' wagon, kind of hearing that you guys were there. She's like, I thought that looked familiar. That's my uncle's wagon.
Wait,
Oh shit.
your uncle is the alchemist?
No, not the
He's
not
an
an alchemist, but he was a former adventurer.
Oh.
The
He
plot
retired
thickens.
not too long ago.
Oh, yes, it is.
We
I
didn't
knew that
jack
that looked familiar.
What you say?
I'm not there, it doesn't count. I'm just adding shit to it.
How did you guys get it?
It was a gift.
Long story.
And
Well-
just kind of gives a bit of a smile. Well, we definitely have plenty of stories that we can share and figure this out. I know that you would likely not have just taken something that didn't belong to you, right?
Oh no, we had a letter and everything. It was all very official.
Yeah.
He just nods. He seems to trust you all.
Speaking of, you gotta go visit her. Yeah, that's another thing she wanted me to tell you. Visit her sometimes.
I definitely should. It's been a while, and I do miss home.
Good.
Aww.
P.S. The guy that you guys had expelled from the village came back because we were able to help him and cure everybody. Just a side note.
There's just like a bit of just kind of thinking about things from like Ange, and he just goes, "Oh, are you talking about Morris?"
Yep.
They resolved that whole. They resolved that, and he's back in the village.
Yep. He was able to find a cure and everything.
Oh, never thought I would see the day. When I was younger, he actually helped me when I had a very bad fever. So I'm glad to hear that he was allowed to come back into the village.
So more of a reason for you to visit.
Definitely.
See, I remember.
Oh, but
See, I remembered.
Like, that's-
Eloise goes ahead and she just kind of puts an arm over your on your shoulder, Lucid, and goes, "Now, let's go ahead and see if you like this new piece of clothing I've been working on."
Ooh, I'm ready. Let's get a peek of it.
So she goes ahead and escorts you. You guys are free to join. Or you can just go ahead and continue talking with Trey and Ange. Cadence is going to go ahead and join Eloise and Lucid, though.
I'm going to
Yeah.
talk to Trey.
Okay. So first, before we go into the conversations with you and Trey, then Eloise will go ahead and pull out what appears to be a very lovely looking cloak. One that has basically just a black cloak, but it has these very nice like silver thread uh, trimmings on the side that just kind of like give it a very nice.
Ooh, this sounds really pretty.
And has very intricate designs to the actual threading.
I like it. It's pretty. It's very nice.
Well, why don't you go ahead and try it on?
No, wait, really?
Why not?
Oh, this is gonna be fun. As Lee puts it on carefully,
Okay.
not to mess it up or anything.
So, she goes ahead and she's just kind of looking over with it on. Cadence goes ahead and she actually has a bit of has a smaller mirror that she kind of has off to the side in their wagon, so that you can kind of take a look at how you look in the mirror for it. Well, what do you think?
Looks amazing. I haven't had new clothes in a while, honestly.
Seems even you can make it look good.
God, it's like I love our love-hate relationships. It's perfect, isn't it?
Jesus.
Well, tell you what, I will let you keep it, but if you pay me 10 gold, I'll tell you what it can do.
You got yourself a deal.
So you go ahead and give her 10 gold pieces.
Hold on, look, here's my 10. Thank God I knew there's a reason I had a lot. Down to 11. There you go.
All right. So she goes ahead and tells you that this is a cloak of bellowing.
I'm himbo. I don't know what bellowing means.
So she'll go ahead and she'll tell you what you can do with it. If you make a very specific pose, and you can go ahead and do it, all of a sudden your cape will start to move on its own and bellow in the wind, like there's a wind moving it, so you look more epic.
That's kind of cool.
That's it. That's all it does. It just bellows in the wind without.
You know,
anything.
it's like
That's
I'll do it
crazy.
in secret. I'll do it in secret because I feel like if I did it in front of the others, it'd be weird. But no, I love it. Thank you so much. It'll come in handy.
You're welcome. Cadence wasn't willing to add another enchantment to it, and she just Cadence goes ahead and just kind of gives a bit of a glare. You wanted it to make ooh and ah sounds at the same time.
Bro, why didn't you do it? That would have been cool! Sorry, that slipped. Sorry, that actually slipped. I meant to say, yeah, that would have been really interesting.
Enchantment is not my forte. I tend to focus on like destructive magic, not enchantment. So
Can
this
you put
is
destructive magic on this cape?
no.
It had the
Like,
little
we can have it,
plume.
like, do explosion with the pose! Like,
fucking
literally,
good.
just imagine a pose and an explosion, and you got like, ooh, and ah.
Okay, calm down, Megabean.
Be calm!
I'm just
But
over
yeah.
here. I'm just over here seeing everything as Lucid just fucking screaming like a little kid over there. I'm like,
But yeah, so Blue, you can add that to your inventory. You now have a cape of billowing in your or bellowing in your inventory.
Cape of bellow. Yeah!
But otherwise, then moving on to the other conversations. What did you wish to talk to Trey about?
Oh, just coming up and, seeing how he's doing and
Drink water,
apologizing
you
for forgetting
dehydrated
everyone's
bitch.
names.
I have
My mother
been.
faces them with names, unfortunately. Bad trait of But I would like to make it up to him and tell him that there's some stuff that we have to do around the caravan first, but this evening, if he's free, if you'd like to go, uh, like grab a bite to eat and maybe like look around the shops and stuff and see if we can, like, just kind of like a little mini, I guess, mini date.
So, Trey seems very eager to hang out. We were actually all planning on going out together anyway this evening. I heard rumors about how the Reavers are back in town, and you can give me a history check to see if you know who the heck he's talking about. And I'm really hoping that I get to meet Zald. So you can give me a history
I
check
got the
if you
21
know.
on that, so apparently I've
Jesus.
heard of them.
As rightly you should. They are known to be the Reavers are known to be the strongest delving group in the Delvers. Zald is considered to be possibly the strongest of all the Delvers.
Oh.
What was his name?
Zald.
ZOLD?
ZALD.
Strongest.
But yeah, he'll go into about how he really hopes to meet Zald. Zald is kind of a hero of his. He's always wanted to just, he wants to get stronger. He wants to basically become as strong of a Delver as he is one day. So he just kind of goes into this whole thing about it.
Okay.
He's just very excited to meet them. He'll also end up going on to say, like, and I hear that they're going to be putting on some competitions later for their group just to kind of celebrate them being back. They're offering drinks from what I hear to everybody as well, but they must have had a big haul during their travels.
Sounds like a fun time.
But yeah, they'll be at Holly's Tavern tonight, so I'm going to be heading that way tonight.
I'll see you there then.
Yeah.
Oh my.
As you're way off in your own cart.
I just
Hey, Blue's not the only one who's got game.
The fact you said I got game, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Oh no, he's tooting his
Don't
own
let it go
horn.
to your
How the
head.
fuck you toot your own horn like that?
I mean, no, I was gonna make a joke saying like, who could forever get that loud smacking ass sound I did with Colin?
Damn.
Who could forever get that?
My God.
Oh gosh. By the way, just to make sure that you guys have maybe some better art to see, for the wolf tray here. Try to
There you
make
Aww.
it bigger for
Aww.
you. That's what Trey looks like.
Oh.
He cute.
But yeah.
He needs boops. He
God.
needs lots of boops.
Make sure you give him those boobs.
Question, how tall is he?
I think
You are very obsessed with how tall characters are.
I'm so much taller than everyone.
This
You
is
need to
very
make
true.
sure.
You are very tall.
You need to make sure.
Let's see here. For Trey's stats, I don't have it listed for his exact height, so I have to look at what would be a wolf's height in the book.
Does it say what weight?
Let's see here. Let's see. He's roughly around 6 foot.
Stop
Okay, so he's
thirsting
not
over
that
the
much shorter than
NPCs,
me.
you simp slow.
Only by
Yeah.
like 2 feet.
Hey Shen, be
Almost.
careful using that S word. It's a Twitch violation.
I'm 11. I'm 8'11" tall.
Just letting you know.
I'm very tall.
He just wants someone to hug him at the same height. Oh.
Oh my God.
But who doesn't love a
Yeah.
good size difference, though?
Oh gosh. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's
Andrew
one of the.
actually,
It's considered a
conversation
slur.
a little bit.
Yeah, you can't
Paul's
use the
been
S word.
Traveling for a while as well. I do have a bit of a question for each of you, if any of you are aware of aware of this.
And has been for a hot minute.
What's up?
Well, this was, I've been traveling for a while, and I've been just kind of on the lookout for this one wolf. Her name is I. You notice that Trey just kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. But yeah, have you run across anyone named I?
No, sorry.
I don't think so.
Not that we recall.
That's what you're not there.
So I'd ask for a history check, but no, you guys have not run across I.
It's not really a weird rule when
Yeah,
it started being used in a
So,
hurtful manner.
I would do.
It got added to the list of
All right.
derogatory terms.
If you do run across,
In terms of a equivalent,
I really appreciate it.
We'll keep that in mind.
We'll keep an eye.
I would just call him thirsty.
There's a pint there, but I'm holding back.
And wait, which one was asking about this? Was it
This was
Ange?
Ange, the bear.
I'm adding things to my notes.
I will tell you now.
Yeah.
The name is I, but it's spelled AODH.
AODH.
Yep.
That does not spell I, sir. That is
Yeah,
just
I
a
know.
random assortment of letters.
From what I heard, it's like supposed to be pronounced like maybe it's AY or AY.
So A-O-D... A-O what?
Oh, it's
AODH.
giving. What does YES spell? It's giving that vibes. Oh god.
Oh no. Not to interrupt y'all though, but a certain wall wants to let y'all know that y'all are thirsty. And it's not me.
Thirsty? Wait, I haven't did anything yet.
You're the thirstiest of us.
Yeah, like I haven't even done anything yet.
I was
He hasn't even
behaving
even
surprisingly.
seen Cullen yet,
Right.
Sure, I haven't seen him
Why
yet.
am I being outed? I didn't do anything.
You can take it up with Shin.
My
Oh.
God.
Now I get it. I understand now.
I'm gonna go back to sleep, y'all.
You've been asleep the entire time.
Damn.
Okay, but respectfully.
Just make sure you see the bear that you were talking with again.
Nope. I chatted with his mom. No, I can't do it. I'm respectable. I'm a respectable person.
So
Because I needed to make sure he
if
knew.
someone's mother, you automatically can't hate them.
It's kinda. I mean, well, not really. It's just more of I'm more respectable. I have to be respectable.
As
Yeah,
opposed
he hasn't
to
met
parents.
Cullen's mom, so
Yeah, he's safe.
Oh my
now.
god. Or now.
oh gosh.
Fuck, I don't know what to do.
You could be a different wall.
But
You're
yeah,
right. I
otherwise,
apologize.
You guys enjoy some conversations. They will tell you a little bit about their adventure. Yes, they did end up going to deal with quote unquote goblins.
We'll just
they traveled
we'll just use an
to
alternate Sona that they don't know.
goblins, but they were all these different colors. One of them in particular was like black in color, like completely black in color. Another one ended up being like the color of cyan. Another one was yellow. Another one was magenta. And then they ended up fighting a printer. The printer constantly had a sign that said "out of magenta" on it.
Wow.
What?
What?
I don't know. If you
But yeah, the print. Apparently, the printer that they fought was basically like making 3D prints of monsters that they were having to fight, and then they had to like take out. They had to take out the printer before they could take out the other monsters because it kept on making more monsters.
Oh my god.
I think
they'll. Yeah, they will state that it was just very weird. They had to deal with multiple puzzles throughout the dungeon. It was crazy.
I think we dodged the bullet.
You know, that's a good
Yeah, we
question.
just had to
You're
deal with a
welcome.
cold giant stone
And we're
statue,
probably the two most
fighting a
chaotic.
review, fighting a bunch of automatons, and having a building collapse on us.
I'd take that over.
Eloise will definitely chime in. Oh, 2 of Lucid? That definitely is a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. Thing was airing, like I said, it was airing out my dirty laundry.
Oh, and
Thank
the
God.
coffee, like, you know how like rude he can be, but like in a fun way. This one was just straight up mean.
He's rude in a fun way?
Sometimes.
Wow. You got a big mouth, don't you?
She gives you a little bit of elbow. Oh, you know I love you, and she just gives a wink. But it's just it's very obviously she's just really enjoying teasing you.
I know. That's
You know what? You right. And most of them don't even know who Koki is.
Respectfully.
I think that's only because I've never referred to him by his
I'm
Sona.
glad we killed that
I always
guy.
refer to him as my partner.
Too much of the meat to do.
But yeah, otherwise your guys' conversations are nice overall. If you guys don't like eventually like part ways, like there's a bit of like an awkward silence eventually. Cadence starts chiming in with random facts to try to keep the conversation going. So the conversation eventually comes to a close and she just keeps talking. One of her statements is, "Hey, did you know that that the Brethren's world of magic worked differently? Like, apparently elemental magics came from sources called elemental planes. But, like, our magic for elemental magic comes from nature itself. It's so completely different." And, it just doesn't seem to connect, and she goes, I also read recently that kobolds show extreme high levels of intelligence only when they're around other kobolds.
What? Are you telling me that if we put him in a room with other kobolds, ours will be even smarter?
So yeah, she goes into talking about this that kobolds tend to have a bit of a hive mind, and that if they're around other kobolds, they tend to have like higher intelligence. They tend to be even more skillful. They're able to do things in more expert ways.
I kind of want to test this.
It's interesting.
Any way to experiment? Is there any way to experiment?
Unfortunately, we do have to get going. There are a few things we have to do around here, like report back our findings so that we can get paid.
Oh, of course. But yeah, we'll meet up with you guys later at Holly's Tavern, from what Trey is saying. So be happy to see you guys later. Yes, this is actually a function of Noche's character. If he is around one other kobold, he gets a +2 to all of his ability, or +1 to all of his ability checks.
Ooh,
if he's around if he's with 3 other kobolds, he gets a +2 to all of his ability checks.
That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
More kobolds.
If he is around 32 or more kobolds, he has
32.
He will have a +5 to all of his ability checks.
So what I'm hearing is we need to recruit more kobolds.
And then he'll have all of these amazing abilities.
We have to experiment this. This is something that needs to be experimented on.
You guys do know one other kobold.
We do?
Yeah.
Those that went to the magic item shop are aware of one other kobold.
Yeah, I didn't go there.
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
Do.
We've got to...
Tell me my secrets. What the fuck?
That's just Cadence. She just talks about random facts. That's who she is.
Okay, well, we need to go report back to whoever it is that we need to report to about the mission, and then we need to go see the wheelwright, the head wheelwright.
Okay. So I'll allow you guys to kind of split that up a little bit, and we'll just kind of expedite some stuff. So yeah, you guys end up kind of splitting up. The main person that would end up needing to see for the scouts to report back would actually be Lucid. Anybody else could join Lucid if they wanted.
Nobody said it.
Well, we've already agreed to how much everyone's getting, and we know how much it's worth, so I feel like Lucid could be trusted to just go on his own for that. Because if
So-
anyone gets shorted, we will know, and we will not be happy.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
uh,
yes.
All right, so that'll get us to Lucid. You end up going over to the scouts wagon to report back for the findings. You get there and you do eventually see a familiar face. Got to increase the size again. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, it's you.
Of course it's me. I'm the one that gives out all the scouting jobs.
Yes, yes. And I did as I promised, which means we're going to the city of Canal. Well, that area.
So he eventually goes ahead. I will expedite the whole like you filing your report and everything. And he will go ahead and he will give you the next job as you guys had agreed upon. So here you go. You have your job for the canals. We will be actually moving the destination of the caravan to kind of go more southward. Because there have been multiple reports down there, multiple concerns of things going on. But the city canals, only thing that I really have much for intel on this one, very strange weather reports. Storms are far more intense than what they used to be. And again, there seems to be a increased activity in the more of like the seedy black market areas of the town. So I don't know what else is really going on fully, but you and your team will have to investigate this one together, because just you by yourself with such a little detail I have, a bit too dangerous.
No worries, no worries. Just glad to finally be able to go there.
He definitely, so he leans forward more over his desk. I have a bit of an inkling as to why you wish to go to that city.
There's somebody I'm looking for that's in that area. I already have information stating that he's there.
Look, just be careful. All right.
Of course, of course. I mean, if something was to happen to me, not like anything is gonna be lost, right? Given you kind of know who I am, don't you?
There's a bit of a sigh, and he just kind of like looks down for a little bit, and then looks back up to you. In all honesty, I really don't care about your background. Many of us have had different pasts and everything. People talk about my past all the time. People say that I was once an assassin. Doesn't mean if they're true or not, but I could really care less what people think about me. I really could care less about your past. Right now, you are one of my scouts, and I care about your safety. This is why I'm asking you to be safe.
You don't have to worry about my safety, just as long as I get the job done.
All right.
But I gotta
Be
ask.
careful and make sure that the job is getting accomplished. Figure out what's going on, what is causing the storms. If it is a dungeon, have you and your team take it out. Understand?
Yes, sir. But I gotta ask. Is it true though?
That I was once an assassin?
Mm-hmm.
No. Give an insight check.
Oh, I actually gotta do an insight check?
Yeah, do an insight check. He said no.
I mean, I was willing to just accept it, be like, I didn't know that he's lying, but okay.
There's like little hints of like he could be telling a lie. It's a bit hard to tell, but you're you're kind of having a feeling like maybe he was in some sort of shady businesses before he was the main scout of like this main person that handles all the scout work here at the caravan. But you're not really quite sure. Oh,
Lie.
oh, and by the way, before you head out, one thing that I do want you to avoid here while you're back here at the caravan.
What's up?
So there is one person that has made her way back into the town, and well, you probably didn't miss it. She has a pretty gaudy-looking wagon for her part of the caravan.
Oh God,
She's
don't
a
tell me.
fellow. She's a fellow scout. Doesn't work directly for me, but right now the jobs that she's offering, you guys can't afford them. So it's kind of one of those situations where it's best just to save your time.
Ugh. Don't tell me it was that giant, gaudy thing that we saw when we came in, isn't it?
Yep, that is Ruby Brightburn's auction house, as she prominently promotes. But she goes out, she finds a bunch of different jobs, and then instead of talking directly to me, she auctions off the jobs.
She.
I mean, that's kind of clever. But yeah,
She
even I'm going to.
she does have a knack for finding really good jobs, though, but they tend to be for much higher level people that have a lot more experience. Um, not to not to state that you couldn't handle it, but the starting bid for most of these jobs is 500 gold pieces.
Ugh.
But
How's
but you could make up plenty of platinum on the during the jobs, so they're usually worth it. But she's probably a little bit out of your guys' price range with even this amount of money that you got. He hands off your guys' money to you for your job well done.
Thanks. I'll just stick with you because you're a little bit more smarter than this person who's auctioning or whatever.
Well, I'm sure the Reavers will be working with her again. They tend to love to spend quite a bit of money to get a lot of higher paying jobs, but they do enjoy a challenge.
Very well. I should be getting back to my team, or they're gonna think I'm spending this money.
So, see if you can work on that trust a bit more.
We have a mutual understanding at the moment. I do my part, and they leave me alone.
Progress.
Yes. Scowls a bit.
Well, safe travels, and hope you have a nice evening.
You too, buddy. You too.
All right, and then that moves us to the other scene. Then, so you guys were stopping by. Who's actually going over to the
head
to
wheelwright.
the head the head wheelwright?
That'd be me since I have the envelope.
All right. Anybody joining you?
Are you joining, Sai?
Sure, I should probably do something with all of this buzz around.
All right. So you guys go ahead and you're continuing. You're heading over to the head wheelwright wagon. As you guys go ahead and you come up to his wagon in particular, it seems like there is a bunch of complex machinery that is on his wagon, it really does make it stand out. But there is signs that do state that this is the head wheelwright. As you go ahead and you enter in, you actually hear the chatter of the clanging of metal and different tools hitting as you see a large fellow elk that is working on an axle.
Well, I guess I approach him.
Menacing them. Sure.
And just ask, hi, are you the head wheelwright?
Yes, that is me.
I have this for you. And I hand over, or I offer the envelope.
Okay. With your passive insight, you are noticing that he is never looking you directly in the eyes, and seeing the envelope gave him a great opportunity to take the envelope and not look at you.
Okay.
All right, the fuck.
So he goes ahead and he opens up the envelope. I can definitely work on getting this installed for you, or I can get the components ready, and you can install it yourself. It is up to you.
How long would it take for you to install it?
It would only take me about a day or two tops, depending on which one that you want as well.
Oh,
Again, he's basically looking over the voucher. He's being very polite. It's like, again, if you want to look further into it, you can give me an insight check. It is up to you.
I think I will.
Okay.
It's the same as my passive, so.
All right. I will say it's definitely high enough for you to tell. He's not being rude or anything. He is just very shy. You can tell that he is not the best with people. You can tell that he's just kind of like he's doing his job, but he's great at a lot of things. Talking to people is not one of his fortes.
That's okay. Um, so what are my options?
Uh, well, what we could do is with this we can put a weapon onto your wagon. There's a lot of different attachments that we could do to give it a little bit more defense as well. Um, but with this, I could give you what would be considered to be kind of a different grade levels of what we do for upgrades. We do everything from grade 1 to grade 6 upgrades to wagons. I could do with this any voucher with this voucher anything that's a grade 1 for you for free.
Okay.
He will give you your options. He will state that you are allowed to have a ballista added onto your added onto your wagon, or a net thrower, a rail bow,
A what?
a rail bow.
What the hell is a railbow?
Yeah, I was
He
like, what the
will he will go ahead and explain what a rail bow is. It is a crossbow with a long rail and mount that are calibrated for superb precision. Can be mounted to the roof or occupy half of the driver's seat. Um, Anybody that is proficient with crossbows are proficient with this weapon. Um, Basically, he states that it's a large crossbow that's mounted to your actual cart, and it can be on the roof or by the driver. It can shoot off or it can shoot off for doing 1d10 piercing damage.
Okay.
He will say that he could install a quick retracting wench. This would be
Okay.
good for like if you're wanting to like get someone out of a tight situation, you're wanting to like they're stuck in mud and you can use that to pull them out. They get stuck in a trench or a ditch. They can't get out. You can use that to kind of pull them out. I could install a smoke screen device. Let's see. Those are kind of the main ones that I can install currently.
I told.
He does state he could also install a RAM to your guys's front of your a RAM to the very front of your guys's cart, so that it actually allows it to absorb and redirect damage.
Okay. I just kind of turned to Sai, and I'm like, okay, which one do you think we should get? Because I'm leaning towards either the rail bow, the ballista, or the winch.
Okay, can you repeat? Just the name of it real quick? So we have ballista, rail,
So
the rail, rail.
you have ballista, a net thrower, a rail bow, a quick retract wench, or a smokescreen.
What's the first one?
A ballista. The ballista would do 2d6 piercing damage.
No, the fuck. I can't. I ever forgot the name. My brain is stopped for a second.
There's also an absorbing ram, so it's something that you build onto the body that absorbs more damage.
For the railbow, you said it's more proficient if somebody knows how to do crossbows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you are proficient with hand crossbows, you have proficiency in it. The
And
ballista, on the other hand, does not specify that you need to have proficiency with it. You just need to have proficiency with martial weapons, and then you'd be able to do it. So that would count as you, so you'd be able to use it.
I don't have.
Noche would also be able to use it. He has proficiency in martial weapons.
Yeah. I think ballista. I think ballista overall I think is more useful because railbow is more crossbow proficiency. So if anything, railbow would probably be a judgment until I get something like that. But I don't have anything right now, so I think ballista would be better.
Ballista? Okay, we'll do the ballista.
Yeah, we'll do the ballista.
Okay. So he will go ahead and he'll take that voucher. Do you want me to install it, or do you feel that you are capable of installing it?
Probably be better if you installed it.
Yeah, we're pretty new.
Okay. He goes ahead and he gives you a form for you to fill out. The form basically just specifies that you are paying with it, how you're paying with it, which is with the voucher. It also goes ahead and states instructions for where your cart is in the lineup and where you would like the ballista to be mounted.
Where?
I guess the ballista should be mounted on
He
the.
basically states that it tends to be somewhere that you mounted on the roof of your actual cart. If you're wanting to mount it at the front, the back, your choice.
Probably best to put it on the roof, because then it can like turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it can turn and actually like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
we
want
have
it more to
several
be in
good
like the
climbers.
front, middle, center of the roof?
Probably the middle, since that would give us the most coverage.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
cover wise, yeah, it would be there.
he'll take your instructions on where your guys' cart is, and he will get to your guys' cart eventually to install it. So yeah, make sure that you guys kind of add that onto your options when you're at your actual cart. Anybody that's on the
Thank
roof
you
could
so
use that
much
ballista. It will
for that
do
follow. I
2d6
don't know
piercing
why that
damage,
didn't go off.
and it has
But
a
thank you,
range
thank
of
you, thank you so
300
much.
to 1,500 feet.
Okay, well, since it's on the roof, it probably needs to be one of the better climbers.
How are you doing today, Penwafts?
Probably Sai, honestly.
Noche likes to be on the roof a lot anyway, it sounds like, so
Mhm.
Noche and Sai will probably be the two primary ones using it.
All right.
Oh. Yee.
But yeah. So otherwise, you guys will be given your opportunities to, or you'll be told that you'll have it stalled within the next couple of days.
All good. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a great day.
But
Sweet.
yeah, if you need any other services or you wish to upgrade any of your attachments, I would be happy to help. And again, he's not looking directly in your eyes saying this the entire time. He's just always looking down.
Well, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Happy to help. If you need any other attachments, let me know.
Will do. You have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
And then we just leave.
So yeah, it will be a couple of days, but you guys will eventually have a ballista installed onto your guys' wagon.
Hey.
All right. To progress further, then, so time passes. Eventually, you guys all get back to your wagon. It's getting later in the day. Again, it's been very busy around town, the town, because the caravan is just a traveling town, and you are all stopping off to camp for the night. The wagons get into their proper positions. The one really gaudy wagon, you notice it moving to the very center of the actual area of town, and it folds outwards, and it just turns into like this massive red tent that basically looks like a circus tent, but it's not a circus.
Really? You could have fooled me.
But it's just this
Could've
big
fooled
giant
me.
gaudy red tent that just kind of appears in the center of the town of Litfield.
Jasper just kind of does the face of disgust. You know the one. Ugh.
Yep.
The one when I say that I have like all the riz.
Oh god.
Oh!
That exact face.
Oh.
Just on a giant deer man.
You guys are all just hating on me.
Shin, if you can hear us, please stop him.
I'm begging you.
What the fuck?
He has already responded. Bad, babe. No, bad wolf.
Good.
Arrow, we are not letting him cook.
Let me cook, damn it.
No,
No.
we've heard about the atrocities.
Yep.
Hey, my white people tacos are perfectly fine.
It's happening
I will
again.
say it's not the worst thing I've seen and or heard of. I've seen some nasty shit on TikTok.
Oh gosh.
My
But
God.
anyway, to move forward, again, you guys do actually indeed see that the town of Litfield is just in a buzz. He's spraying me with a water bottle now with like Lilo spraying Stitch with a
I'm also saying keep you out of the kitchen. And I
He was like, the hell is
do agree.
my boyfriend is just being a jerk now. Anyway, so you guys are all I've lost my train of thought. You guys see that the town is a buzz. Again, there's a lot of excitement in the air. You do see a lot of delvers kind of gathering at the big, massive red tent. But you also see that there are just a few games that are being set up for people. You see that people are playing and are setting up an archery range. You do see that there is some people that are just competing and sparring against each other. You see that Holly's Tavern is very busy. There seems to be a lot of people going in there as well to get drinks. Because again, you see that you actually do see that a lot of people are getting free drinks and free meals. Because again, you always get 2 free meals no matter what here at the caravan, but a day. But Free drinks, that's a rarity.
Okay, you got me in the drinks. I was gonna go for
You
Spark.
got
I
the
guess you got me in the drinks.
But yeah, so you see a lot of things are being set up. Again, there's an archery range. There's an area for people to kind of like spar and verse each other. But then, of course, there's also the big, massive red tent. If you really want to go there, Lucid is very well aware of what's going on there. So you are free to ask him if you wish. But otherwise,
Before
yeah,
I
what do you
go
guys do
drinking,
tonight?
questions. Before I go drinking, do y'all need me for anything?
Not that I can think of.
Alright, I will say this: that red tent there, basically, they're selling out. Something. How did he say it again? Right, he's selling out quests. Even though it'd probably be wise that we don't get involved because even though we're really capable of it, it's kind of for high levels. So, if you do decide to go there, don't bet. Okay, I did my movies.
Speaking of money, have you given us ours yet?
Yep. Hands just for the back. There you go. You get to distribute it. Just put my half somewhere else.
Okay,
I need
will
to
do.
drink. I need a drink.
I need to fucking take the edge off.
I need to drink.
All right. So, anything in particular that people are wanting to do during like the celebrations here?
I want to go find the Delvers of Aaron and hang out with them like we planned.
All right.
Specifically
So-
with Trey, but you know.
I have
Yeah.
2 things I want to do.
Eventually, you'll see that Trey and the others have kind of like they've moved to your guys' wagon as well to kind of meet up and spend some time with you guys.
I got 2 things I want to do. First, I'm gonna get my drink on, and then I'm sparring.
You're what?
First, I'm gonna get my drink on, and then I'm gonna spar.
You're gonna spar. All
I'm gonna
right.
do that sparring. But first, I
Okay,
gotta get
this
my
is gonna be
drinks.
fun.
I kind of want to see if I can find any experts around the celebration and see if they know anything about doping in dungeons.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Sure. All right. So otherwise, then, to start us off here, we'll go with Noche here on this. So you're going around. Who are you looking for specifically? Like, are you just kind of looking for people that seem to have a lot of experience, or are you going into the tavern and just talking with people?
I would like to talk. I would like to go to the tavern and see and like talk to other Dovers and their
Okay.
experiences when it comes
All
to
right.
dungeon crawling.
I will put the tavern up then. So this is Holly's bar, or Holly's tavern.
Ooh. Who's he? Hold on. Let me relax. Hold on.
What the fuck is it?
Who is he?
Who are you talking about?
There are like
Well, let's
30
see how long. Let me see how good y'all know me. Who am I looking at? Who you think I'm looking at?
the bull.
I feel like you're looking at the bull in the background.
Not in the background.
in
Are you
a
looking
talking
at the
about the
guy.
one
Yes.
in the very front with the
Yeah.
big armor?
Yeah,
on
you
it?
talking about the armor? Yeah, I was
Mhm.
thinking the armor first.
That is actually a ram.
Oh.
shit, he was cute!
No, you can't have them. I already claimed them.
Oh,
Back
don't
off.
worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got somebody else. You're good.
Okay, cool.
You have
don't
literally
worry.
lost the entire caravan in mind.
There's a reason for it!
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Lucid, you are also at the tavern because that's where the drinks are at, and you do indeed see Cullen. He's talking with a woman in the background, as you might notice in the artwork here.
Fuck! Where is he in the picture? Hold on! Let me look.
It's right
Hold on,
there.
let me- Damn, bitch, who the fuck are you? I guess I'm getting kicked out of the bar today.
Wow.
Oh gosh, but yeah, so we'll start off with Noche here.
Okay.
So Noche, you're just kind of going around. You're talking with some people. Anyone in particular that's catching your eye? It seems like there's
The ram.
All right.
Drink water, you
So you go
dehydrated
ahead.
bitch.
You go ahead and
I have
go
been.
up to the table. What do you do?
Is that soup on your table?
Oh my god,
What?
you and the soup. Dang.
You look at the table. There is no soup, but you actually see something that is hilarious.
What do I need to roll for it?
No,
Or...
you don't. You instead of seeing dino nuggies, you see dragon nuggies.
Dino Nugget! Oh, sorry, I got excited. Sorry.
Bruh.
Dragon
Chick's
nuggets are
eyes
very...
glimmer.
You see chicken nuggets that are basically shaped like dragons.
Not just his glimmer because he's never seen dragon nuggies before, but he has to shake it off because he's there for business. So, but he's trying to make eye contact to the ram, but he keeps side eyeing the nuggies while he's trying to talk to the ram. Hello, sir. A moment of your time, please. I have to ask you something. I know you don't know me or anything, but you look big and strong, and I would like to ask your experiences when it comes to doving. As a fellow dover myself.
Of course. What is it that you wanted to ask me questions about?
When you dove, how do these dungeons appear in front of you? Did they just come in randomly, or?
From what I've seen here, in my years of delving, is that a lot of these dungeons kind of appear randomly. There's not really any kind of pattern to where they kind of show up. Some of them act very different too. Some of them it's like a building appears. Others it's that they're a part of the actual terrain. So like a swamp suddenly becomes a dungeon. You might have a cave that becomes a dungeon. There's a lot of different options. There's one in particular that's very strange. There's one dungeon in particular that seems to just go on forever. People have claimed to conquer it, but then they find new parts of the dungeon. That's in Delver's Town. It seems to have a permanent dungeon there. No matter how many times people go into it, it seems like you can never fully conquer it. People seem to think that it connects to other dungeons, or that it's just the main entrance to all the other dungeons that exist in the realm. But speculation. I don't really know for sure.
Okay. So if we were to explore this dungeon, it'll still exist even when we quote-unquote conquer it, correct?
That is correct.
Then what are the concepts of what does it mean to conquer a dungeon?
Usually you need to accomplish some sort of goal. A lot of times it'll be either you're taking out a large foe, you're solving a riddle or a puzzle. It seems to be, again, just very random. As he's talking to you, you notice that there is a kind of a weirdly shaped black familiar that kind of like moves up his sword and then moves onto his shoulder. It's shaped kind of like a cat.
And is he aware of it? Can I roll for that, or?
Yeah, you can roll for that.
Okay. Well, I guess that'll be a perception check, wouldn't it be?
Yep.
Alright. Give me money.
Yeah,
Give me
you
money!
notice, you notice it. You do see it as well. It doesn't seem like it's something that he is unaware of. It's just there.
No, just notices the cat just laying about on top of his shoulder, and I can't keep my eye off it, so I sidetracked to a different question. What's that black cat on your shoulder?
This is my familiar.
Noja's never seen the concept of a familiar before. We've only seen like live pets and stuff. So he's very like intrigued. So Noja like tries to reach out and tries to pet it. Subconscious. Without asking, of course. Because
Give me an animal handling check.
oh shit, okay. Ah! I get to pet the kitty!
Yeah, so it seems like so basically you go ahead and you kind of move to kind of pet it. It doesn't seem to react in any way violently towards you. It seems like it understands that you were not meaning any kind of harm. and it kind of just nuzzles into your hand while you're doing that, and you do kind of feel a bit of like a purring sensation from it. Weirdly, you don't really feel much for fur. You kind of feel more so of like an energy from it.
Oh, that's amazing. Sorry for petting your cat so randomly. It was instinct. I do apologize.
Oh, no, it's fine. He's adorable.
He is.
You see the cat just kind of all of a sudden look at him. There's like a slight glare of being called cute.
Oh.
You are, though. Get over it, please. It's just like, again, there's kind of like a slight little bap to his helmet. Like, uses his paw and kind of hits his helmet, and then just kind of moves to the other shoulder away from you now.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it's still there.
Can I ask 2 more questions, if that's okay?
Sure.
Okay. Has there ever been a way, since these dungeons appear randomly, and we as Dovers depend on these dungeons to to make a living and things like that, isn't there a proper way to pinpoint when a dungeon's going to appear before it happens?
I've heard that dungeon researchers have been trying to figure that out. Currently, right now, we've only been experiencing these dungeons for about 10 years, roughly, since the war ended. And so we still have a lot to learn about them. Currently, right now, our only option is just to kind of keep a lookout for anything that seems strange or weird, and then we have people investigate. And if it tends to be a dungeon, if it's something that really is standing out to be odd or different, then we send delvers in, we handle the situation and help save people and protect the areas from any kind of weird creatures or abominations that come from them.
Right. It'd be easier if we can stop it before they even appear, but I can understand the predicament on that.
It would be indeed.
Well, if that's the case, then do you know of any dungeon researchers in the vicinity? Not on a personal, but usually where they like to hang out in places like this.
The majority of them actually are in Delver Town. It's that one dungeon I was telling you about previously. One that just doesn't seem to disappear or change whenever people investigate it.
Okay. All right. I think I'll make my way there at some point. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, wait, I lied. Before I leave, I've been holding back, sir. May I have a dragon nuggy?
There's a chuckle, and he goes ahead and he slides over the plate.
In glee. Noche forgets if Noche forgets that he only asked for one and just takes like a handful and grips it and then smiles. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day, and then he just runs off.
I don't know why, but when you meet him later, I was like, you ever man, give me dragon nuggies. I will never forget you. I'll defend you.
Wow.
It sounds like that for some reason.
Noche, does Noche have ADHD?
Just a little, just a little. No,
Just
no, not
a
around other
little.
kobolds.
Oh, dang.
I'd like
By
to
the
add
way,
one.
by the way, that sheep, I have full stats for him, by the way.
I'm screaming.
I do have a name and everything for him because I kind of figured somebody would be like, "Oh yeah," and then I looked through and I'm like, "Oh, I do have character cards," and he's one of the character cards.
Nice.
Oh. I should have got his name. Wait, I could still ask for it. Turns around with the grip nuggies in my hand over my head. Oh, I didn't catch your name, sir.
Funny enough, his name is Astarion.
Get out. Get out.
I love him. I love him immediately. I need to
Sorry,
relax. Okay. All right. with my free hand, I reach out and I introduce myself. I'm Noche de Luz.
But it reaches hands out with a full nuggies.
No, the nuggies are protected. These are mine now. These are mine. The free hand reaches out to like, you know, to shake
He
his
will.
hand.
He will definitely shake your hand. He's being very polite.
Okay.
Smooth,
All right.
Noche. Smooth.
So very smooth. So Noche grins, then runs off and he's joyfully eating his nuggies. Slowly, his expression changes as he takes a bite of the nuggie and say, "I'll fix this," and that'll be my LARPing for the day.
All right. Okay. Moving on then. So seems like Lucid had some things that you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I got some shit to do.
Did anybody? Did
Bitch is
anybody?
lucky- All I gotta say is this: bitch is lucky I actually have something important I have to do before pull her hair out. She lucky I have something else I have to do. But no, I'm gonna be looking around for a certain fox that should be around here. He likes a good party.
Give me a perception check.
Damn, I gotta do a perception check. Why can things ever be so easy?
You're the
Didn't he
scout.
have-
You should have a high perception.
Still,
19.
Oh yeah, you do see a very finely dressed fox. Seems like he is playing some poker at a table with a bunch of the Delvers. The same fox that you met way back when. The same fox that you know is a god.
Mr. Barista, what do we have here? Enjoying the party?
Oh, Lucid! Oh, it's great to see you again. Yes, of course I'm having a good time, playing some games and having some fun with the Delvers here in town before I get to see the big show.
Wonderful, wonderful. Care to play a little game with me, like good old times?
For you, of course.
You know how I play. We gotta at least put something up for this game.
Always happy to put up a bet.
Let's see. I was thinking. You. Let's see, I'm trying to remember how to say this. 'Cause I know we had a discussion about this. I'm trying to remember how to put it in words. You put in mind, if I win, you have to give me 2 blessings. Does that sound good?
Oh, asking for a blessing from a god. Quite the wager.
Mm-hmm. But-
Hmm.
What you want in exchange?
Ah, that's so tempting. Hearing your lovely singing voice last time was so entertaining.
Oh god, don't subject
Please
us to this,
don't.
please.
Although it's tempting to see you try to perform up there with Cullen, he's actually going to be performing tonight. I don't want
No.
you to feel upstaged.
Oh, thank God you spared me. I'm about to say, like, I mean, I don't mind, but like, oh shit.
Fucking the fox sounds like that fucking TikTok thing I remember.
Tell you what, if I win, you have to go ahead and you have to go ahead and strip.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, we can always pass it off as you being drunk.
I think he has to be drunk first before he does
It's a
that.
terrifying thing. Can I go home after this, or do I have to like? Does it have to be remainder?
Oh, you would have to. You would definitely have to stay around here for a little while. Present yourself as someone that had lost to my greatness.
Oh god, if we weren't live.
Hello?
Hello.
Let me just look around real quick. Okay, so the only person who's in this room is the kobold.
I'm in
and
there
Cole.
too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
dear.
I will state that you are actually there. Trey is very excited because he actually sees Zald up in the actual tavern as well.
Question:
So
how
he's
does
wanting
Soul
to
look
meet up
like?
with him.
Question, how
Zald is so Zald is this one wolf. He is dressed with a blue cape, has a skull on his chest.
Oh no, not him!
Isn't he the
He
purple
is
storm?
worse.
Wolf, blue cape,
That's
skull.
the guy I had the hots for because I love the skull and thing
I
he
showed
wears.
the art for Zald in the Discord chat.
Jesus.
So what are you? What
So
does he
like
look
literally, if I lose this, I'm gonna be a laughing stock. Jesus Christ. Any chances of me talking to that wolf is gonna like disintegrate if I fuck up.
Oh
Do
damn.
you want me?
Fine, I will fucking this game.
Excellent. And what's the game?
Last time I picked the game, so I'll let you pick this one.
Oh, feeling brave today, are we?
Brave today.
Shut up! I'm already nervous! Shut up!
This is great.
All I can think of is that
Hmm.
SpongeBob thing with Squidward when Patrick is ordering something. He's
So-
like, feeling general, whatever, you know?
Mhm.
I do.
Fine.
I would give the archery for one.
I will give you an opportunity here. I want to see if you can jump across each table here without spilling anyone's drinks as you jump across.
Damn, you're really testing out my acrobatics.
It's as if you know what I'm thinking.
The things I do. Question: can I use my medallion that I got recently to help with that, or pure luck of skill?
I'm feeling generous.
Yeah,
I'll
aren't you?
allow it.
Oh, thank the Lord. I guess
God, the way the fuck sounds, it sounds like the fucking person who's like, what do you call this? A cemetery. A graveyard.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that metal acrobatics because
Question.
sweet Jesus,
Hey,
I
I
don't
got
want to
a
be
question
nude.
for you. How far away are you from me? Like, where in the room are you from me?
So Holly's Tavern is massive, but you would be actually up on the high-rise part of it because Zald's up there with a bunch of other people. His character arc is not actually in here at all, but I'm just saying that for Trey has a reason for wanting to be here. He's very excited to meet Zald.
Oh my God, imagine if I fucked up and land on his table. That's gonna be
Okay.
the worst thing
But
ever.
it's not really answering my question. Like, where is Blue character?
In the
Lucid
event
is
of me
on-
having to jump on
So
his
Lucid's actually on the ground floor. You're on the upper floor, but you
Oh,
have a
okay.
great view of everything about Tenfold.
Okay, because I
Oh,
was
no.
going to try and help. I was going to try and help you, but I can't. I have to actually be able to touch you to help you.
I appreciate you wanting to assist me on this. 'Cause my life is on the line on this for multiple reasons. No, I couldn't sing. No, I got to make a fool of myself, and then if I lose, make an even bigger fool of myself. Okay. All right. No, I am using this little acrobatics. So,
Yep, give me an acrobatics check.
alrighty, let me do this.
If I recall, the medallion gives you advantage one time.
Yep.
Did
and I'm
anybody
using
wake up Flint, by the way? Before you
No,
went-
we
we
did
left them
not.
sleeping.
Oh
left him to
no!
sleep.
Looks absolutely.
Oh,
That would have been
disgusting.
perfect. Pin to
I think
watch.
I'm still behind. I'm not even anywhere yet.
Alright, you technically have advantage, so you can roll again.
Did that advantage add up to it?
It just sees if you get a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now let me take the top one.
So 23 is plenty high enough for the check. I want you to describe how you go about winning this bet.
All right. I guess I'll go. Let's see. Oh my god, I have the beautifulest idea. Literally yelled out to Cole and be like, "Hey, Colin! Colin!"
So Cullen actually does hears his name being shouted and like his ear twitches and he looks over.
He hears me. He hears me, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
hears
he
you.
hears you.
Colin, do you mind playing a song for me? I have to do something real quick, if you trust me.
He just kind of looks at you a bit, but you know, he's kind of up for it. It seems like there's a good mood going. So he goes ahead and he stands up, pulls out his lute, and he gives like a big like announcement of that there's something big about to happen. And he starts playing his lute in like a very like rapid pace to kind of give like a very happy jaunt kind of music playing.
Oh my god, he's really going for it, isn't he?
Oh yeah, no, I will roll for it just to see what he gets.
He's a level 20 bard. What'd you expect?
Yeah, so he gets a 30.
So I'm really gonna make. Oh,
Wow.
so basically, this is a good perspective.
Ah,
You know what? That's
Level
fine.
20
That's
bard
fine.
With
That's fine.
expertise in performance.
That's
of
fine.
course.
That's fine. Literally, I am technically freaking getting a blessing from the god of chaos. So you know what? It's only fair. I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is the song, basically. It's that
Oh my
song.
God.
I'm not singing it. I'm not singing it. Even though I can, and I know how to say the words, I'm not singing it. I'm not singing it. But yeah, we're playing that song. And then Lucid will, like, the way how he'll jump through the table will be kind of like as if he's dancing in a sense. And the reason I picked this one specifically because atonement. Atonement. So it's like when he jumps in, it kind of feels as if he's telling a story about a simple betrayal and trying to make things right. As he goes from table to table,
Oh, this is gonna be
you
so
notice a
bad.
sense of sadness. Sadness as he dances, as he gave out a I need help pronouncing this word.
Melancholy.
There you go. Expression. Expression.
expression.
How long do I have to jump in these tables? Just out of curiosity.
You just have to get across from one side of the bar to the other.
So, yeah. And then what side? Like, which the ending table? Because like I might end up jumping on Colin.
It just describe
If
it
you
how
want
you
to.
want. You're basically on the far end going towards the
Far
end.
end. Okay, so yeah, so basically as he hops through each table, the music be playing. He hops and dances as if telling a story about a betrayal from somebody closer and trying to figure out things with it, unable to know what he wants to do afterwards once he gets his answers. And I'm trying to give out little details I can. But basically, learning that he has to. Learning that he can't really trust people. I know I'm trying to figure out how to say this out.
No, you're doing a good job.
Learning that he
Okay.
can't really exactly trust people yet. Because he knows that everything has to be everything gotta be not a compromise. What's the word I'm looking for? Mutual understanding. There you go. Mutual understanding. And then he makes it to the last table, and he does a little bow.
You look back at your whole performance, and you see the crowd has actually kept a close eye on you. You did not step on anybody's food. You did not spill any people's drinks, and you do get a bit of a applause from everybody. Everybody kind of watching. They were enjoying Cullen's music as well.
Noche claps with food in his mouth.
Jesus.
I'm still here.
I don't clap because I'm not there.
But yeah, so then in the end, yeah, after the performance, and you just kind of see that Vraska is kind of has kind of just appeared next to you on the other side. Like you were like, okay, you were over there, but now you're next to me. What the heck? He just kind of appeared next to you.
Must be nice being a god, huh?
Oh, of course it is, but I guess you do get a blessing from me. So he goes ahead and he gives you like he just kind of adjusts your collar a little bit, and you do feel a bit of a boon from him. And he just goes, "I hope you enjoy figuring it out," and he just leaves.
Lovely. It's like lovely. I guess I gotta have to try to figure out what this is.
My God. So now it's a different person.
Yep. So moving on to the next person then.
Well, I want to wake up Flint first before I go anywhere. Silly. I'm not in the tavern. Everybody else is except for me and Flint.
All right. So you go ahead and you wake up, Flynn.
I shake him gently. Hey, Flint, wake up! There's a festival going on right now.
And I'm just gonna kind of like wake up, and I'm just gonna be like, "What time is it?"
Well, it's night.
How do like? Wait, you said there's a festival.
Yeah, there's a festival going on right now.
Okay. Where's everybody else?
They all went to the tavern. One of them probably had a date or something.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you if you give me a few minutes. I'll join you on the way there.
I'm going somewhere else. Like, it's just waking up before you mess up the festivities.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna still practice my bow handling. I'm pretty sure I can do it in the games, but it's nice to practice. Besides, I've been working on my woodworking skills for a bit. I need to take a break.
I get that. I might tag along if you don't mind. I'm not really feeling a bunch of people right now.
Sure, that's no problem. And so me and Flame went to the archery field, I believe, right? That's one of the options you could do.
Yep. So you end up going to the archery range. You do see that there is an actual setup for a different competition that's going on. Again, it seems very similar to what you had to do prior, like way back when you like first did like an archery competition, like way back during the competition.
Yeah.
However, this one's set up a little bit different. You have a target that's completely open, easy to hit. You have another one where there is a target that seems to have half of it being blocked by a pillar that's halfway in between you and the target. And then there's another one where there's 2 pillars that are in the way of you and the target. And that it seems like the competition is that you have to see who can make all the shots around all of these different targets that are being blocked.
Being like kind of finding this like opening as such, right?
Yep. Basically, you were told that the rules are that you only can use your own skills. There is no magic. There is no magic items. If you do win, you do get a magic item, though.
Ooh.
You actually do see that there is a armadillo that is dressed in dark armor as well. It seems like they also have a skull kind of marked on their shoulder. And they kind of have, you kind of hear people talking about how it's like, oh, one of the Reavers is setting up this competition. It's giving out an item found.
Huh. Yeah, I hear that, but it's like I don't really take too much interest in rumors so much. So, if anything, I'll probably just try to apply for the archery.
All right.
What are you gonna do, Flint?
You go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. What is Flint gonna do?
I brought some things to work on, and I'm gonna work on some things just out while he practices. I'm probably gonna watch more of how he takes aim and stuff like that, and start making mental notes.
Okay.
So basically stealing my technique idea. I'm joking. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So you go ahead and you register. Next to you is another gentleman that is registering for it. He seems to have a bit of seems to have quite the different setup for himself as well. Has a really nice longbow. Seems to be a tall Labrador.
I I noticed it and take a look at him real quick. See, yeah.
You go ahead and you kind of take a look. Again, he seems like he has a lot of different equipment already all set for him. He seems to have like he seems to dress very nicely, but definitely set up more to be like a hunter. Um, Definitely all he's has himself all cleaned up, but you can tell from his experience he has a lot of um, different types of equipment outside of just his bow, and you get a sense of like, yeah, this guy has a lot of the tools that you would need for going out on a hunt.
I'll try to strike up a conversation. I can't. I can't talk at times. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll try to have a conversation with him. Um, I'll just go straight up to him after we've signed it. Oh, hey, I noticed that. Sorry, I can't help but notice you, and you just seem to have a lot more experience as a hunter or something.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. You seem like you have some of your own experience, though. You good with that bow?
I've been with this bow for a while. I do try to maintain it, but I need to probably find a better one later on. Honestly,
I'm sure you'll find a good one if you're doing all these different dungeon delves like I am. But you can always buy one too, uh, if you make enough money, I suppose.
we'll see. And depending on my woodworking skill, I could possibly make one. We'll see.
Ah, definitely a saving option. Ah, but well, Cottontail, I don't know your name, but my name is Cooper. Nice to meet you.
The name's not Cottontail, bud. The name's Say. Don't you forget it.
Ah, well, I definitely won't forget your name, Cottontail. But hope you end up doing well in this competition. See if you can best me. Highly doubt you can.
With memories.
Well, if you're so confident, why don't we make a little bet then?
All right, what's the bet?
Hmm. What do you? What can we do as a bet? As I'm looking around a little bit, see what I can do. I can only think of it at the tavern. It's like, you know what? Drinks on the loser. Is that good?
I could always go for an extra drink. We only get one free one tonight anyway.
It's a deal.
Indeed. So you guys go ahead and you get set up for your competition. You are brought to your very first target. I'm only going to be asking for one shot per target here. So first target, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I have managed since it's pretty much free?
Yeah, it's just a very low check. So just seeing if you are hitting it.
If I get a one, I'm gonna be so disappointed in myself. That'll be so sad. Oh my god, it's
Alright.
still low.
All right. So you go ahead and you make your shot. You do hit the target. And then right next to you, he goes ahead. He stands next to you right after you make your shot. He takes a shot. It's slightly closer to the center.
Yeah, I need to practice again. As I like rustle my arms a little bit, trying to warm up a little.
I'm sure you'll best me on the next one. You're then brought over to the next one. You get there and you are told to stand in a very specific spot, and you realize that, yeah, this pole that's kind of in the way is blocking half the target. It's going to be really hard for you to get a dead center shot, but you still might be able to hit the target. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I take a bit more time. I slowly took deep breaths as I pull, and Fuck!
All right. So you go ahead and you take your shot, and you hit directly at the pole. It blocked the target, and so your arrow is just sticking in this wooden pole, sitting in the way. You hear just kind of a bit of like a snort from from Cooper, and then he kind of just brushes you off, and he's like, "Let me show you how this is really done." And he makes a shot, and it's almost like the arrow curved in mid-flight. It looked like it was about to hit the actual pole, but it curves around, and then he gets a bullseye.
The heck did you do that?
If you have, you do see that there's people that are looking to make sure that he's not casting any magic, and he is not.
How the heck did you do that? It looked like it was gonna go straight.
Oh, it's a little trick I've picked up throughout all my hunts and different jobs that I've taken. I know that the arrow, when you shoot it, it doesn't just stay straight. When you shoot an arrow, it vibrates in the air. If you use that to your advantage, you can cause your arrow to curve slightly, to go around different targets.
I'm just thinking in my head, it's like, I wonder if I could, just taking his advice probably seriously, just, I wonder if I could take that properly after practice a bit more. I should probably try to check my arrows more often.
But yeah, and then so you go to the final target and see how you do. You still are able to do it, but now you have two poles that are in the way. There is a very narrow spot down the very dead center that you might be able to get a bullseye and not hit the target.
Alright.
So go ahead and give me another roll.
Normal attack roll, right?
Normal attack roll, yep.
Okay. One more time. I feel like. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh, nice. So you do meet the check. You do get it to go right dead center, and you nail a bullseye.
Yes.
Looks like you did need to warm up. Still beating you on the last two, but let's see if I can beat you 3 for 3. And he goes ahead and he just kind of nudges you a little bit, and he gets over to the center. And he goes ahead and he takes a shot.
What does it get?
All right. With his, he shoots his arrow. You notice that his arrow, again, it's not going straight. He basically has it swerve, and it curves around one pole, curves between the two, and then curves again, and it lands right next to yours, but yours is closer.
Oh, that was close.
He got a 23.
Damn, that is very... Wow.
But yeah, this is actually a really cool trick that I've seen actual archers pull off. So I wanted to I kind of wanted to see use that as like a cool thing that he's able to do. Well, I guess you get 1 this time. I'll have to make sure I get 3-0 on you next time.
Say the same to you. I guess we'll call it a draw for the time being. So as seeing
a draw,
seeing
you got 2. You got 1. I got 2.
Maybe, but if you didn't taught me that little trick of yours, I possibly could have done that little bullseye at the end. So I'll maybe call it a draw for now.
Well, if you're wanting some tips and tricks, I'm happy to show a fellow hunter.
Sure. How about we're drinking?
Drinks sound good. You're paying for it though, right?
Maybe I can, since I did get my reward just now.
He chuckles, and again, however, even after the whole thing happens and you guys are kind of walking off to the side, there are others that are actually scoring better than both of you. Because again, there's very high level delvers that are also competing against you guys. And although he did do really well, there were people that scored better on the first shot. He only shot a 14 on the first shot. So he did not do as well as others on that very first shot. So it seemed like he needed a little rust to get him off as well. But yeah, then you guys just go ahead and you enjoy drinks.
Yeah.
All right, but otherwise, other key things that I will mention throughout the night. So it's a very busy night. You see a lot of people are having fun. Flint, while you are working on one of your little jobs, you see this one. You see this one woman. She is very drunk, and she walks up to you. She is a squirrel.
That's nuts.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, can we admit that that is worse than any of the shit that I've ever said?
I would say worse, but I would say on par with.
Damn it. Okay, but
On par with.
so you see that she is just kind of she's slurring her words and whatnot. You're another Delver, right?
Yeah, are you okay?
I, I am fine. I have a job that needs to be done.
Oh? What type of job?
Well, you seem to be handy with all your whatever that is, but I need somebody that's good with breaking into places. You good at breaking into places?
Oh God.
I know someone that can definitely help. That's part of my delving crew.
Oh God.
Oh, perfect. So, I want you to meet up with me tomorrow. Here's my address. She goes ahead and she hands out this piece of paper that states where she actually does live. And again, she states, "We'll talk more about the job when more in private. Having a team's probably a good idea, though."
Oh, okay, for sure. Do you need any help like getting home?
I'm fine, and she just kind of moves away from you. She is definitely like swaying as she's walking, but she seems to be walking.
I I will just kind of put the piece of paper and pack up my stuff and head towards, like, kind of like follow her as much as I can until like I arrive at the festival.
Okay. So yeah, she keeps walking. She's fine, but very obviously drunk. She eventually does kind of turn off, and you do see as she's not actually living too far away from where the Holly's bar is right now, and she kind of just opens up her door. You do see about 5 bottles of alcohol roll out, and she just kind of tries to kick some of them back in, and then she moves into her wagon.
Okay.
Alcoholic squirrel, got it.
But yeah, you do see some more familiar faces at the tavern. There's plenty of other Delvers that are around. You do see the Delvers of Aaron are around. You do see Noche eating some nuggies. You do see that. You do also see Jasper with Trey talking with a really tall wolf that is dressed up in a lot of dark armor. Um, Here's the thing, though, Jasper. This whole time that you've been talking with Zald, you've realized that he is an incredibly friendly individual, even though he is dressed in like very dark and like kind of sinister armor.
Kinda like
He
a Death
is
Knight in a way.
he is so friendly. Um, during the conversation, he has multiple times asked if you would like to try his cranberry muffin recipe sometime.
Well, yeah.
I love him. I love him already.
And he's like, I will definitely bring some cranberry muffins the next time I have a batch made.
Hell yes. I just give him my address. I'm like, this is where you can find me. I want those muffins.
I want those damn muffins.
Also, by the way, this is on his character card. It says, he has conquered the dungeon. He is the epitome of a delver and warrior of the highest caliber, despite his stature, accomplishments, and frightful collection of artifacts. He is the friendliest person in Litfield. Try his cranberry muffins sometime.
Yep, I love him. I love him. I love him.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah.
He
I'll
does.
have
It's-
to-
Hold on, I got you
I
covered.
shared in pass, but yeah, you can
I got you
put
covered.
it back up. You have it saved.
Don't judge me! I had to be ready. I was like, I need to study of what I'm going to say to this man when I see him. I was ready.
I'm probably gonna go up to the Delvers of Erin and probably like start talking with the bear.
Anything in particular you wanted to talking with the bear?
Oh, I was just going to talk to him more about our time in Erin and some of the help that I was able to provide, and that I helped provide the actual like knowledge behind being able to help cure his mother.
Or not his mother, but the mayor.
Or the mayor.
Yeah. And yeah, he'll be engrossed in the conversation and definitely be grateful.
Oh, it's this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I said, like, I was ready. He's like so goofy. I know, that's what I love him. He's goofy.
I love him. He's
That-
adorable.
That tail is probably going like 2 million miles a minute while y'all are talking about cranberry muffins.
Oh yeah, no, he is very excited to talk about his cranberry muffins. Like,
I'm thankful I don't have to be stripped because I would have been an awkward conversation to have.
oh gosh. But yeah, otherwise, conversations. Everybody seems to be having a good time. Otherwise, is there any final things you guys do before I get to my final scene for tonight?
I guess I just try to make plans with Trey for tomorrow.
We will be. I'm gonna try to flirt with this wolf man because I want to ask if you saw my performance.
All right, so to
Also, listen-
simplify some things, both of you go ahead and give me persuasion checks.
Oh no! You can go first, Jasper. Flash eyelashes.
Also, wasn't there something you were doing with Flynn?
I'm apparently very bad at this.
So
Game
Trey
Prism
def-
is a bit of a dumb
so-
stat for me.
So I'm gonna be honest with you with Trey. So Trey is going to accept hanging out with you again. He does not fully understand the whole fact that this was like possibly a date.
That's okay.
He
Don't mind.
is not the
Jasper's-
smartest boy.
Jasper's not very good at flirting, apparently.
Deeper, deeper. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Damn.
All right. So, with Zald will definitely be impressed with what you had done. He ends up going into this conversation about one of his team members that is able to do stuff very similarly. She probably would have grabbed onto the chandelier above and swung a little bit first to kind of show a little extra.
Cool. Oh, I should have done that.
You said chandelier. I'm just thinking in my head is like, on a chandelier. It's the fucking
Basically.
song.
Oh, the chandelier here.
Be watching people try to smooth.
Oh gosh.
Wasn't there something with Flint that he
Yeah,
was doing
so-
at the time?
So yeah, Flint, was there anything else that you were really wanting to do with here in this situation?
I'm going to pass a like I will have ripped off a side of this, like the paper that this lady gave me, and will basically have written, "We need to talk," and I will wave over at Lucid, and I will essentially like flick the paper at him as nonchalantly as possible.
Give me a sleight of
I'm
hand
ready
check
for
then,
this.
just to see how nonchalantly you pull this off.
A sleight of hand.
Get sleight of hand check.
Like
Wow,
a
that is-
fucking god.
Yeah, you actually pull off quite the maneuver. It's you do it in a way that you make sure that like Lucid does notice, and you kind of have shown a little bit of like what you are capable of for doing more of like the sneaky stuff to Lucid.
Sneaky peeky, like.
Okay.
I respect you. I respect you. I
It's
respect
like
you.
basically like, all right, just this once. I'm gonna stop flirting and figure out what this is. So what's the wolf's name again? I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly.
Zald.
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 Z-A-L-D.
Zald, is there any way we can hang out later? I would like to know about you more, please, and learn about more of your cranberry because they sound really delicious.
Oh, well, I was told to bring by my cranberry muffins sometime, so I'll definitely stop by at some point.
Also, I want to go on a date with you.
Wow, very straightforward.
Very straightforward.
No
Well,
subtlety at all with this one.
Well, I appreciate the offer. However, I am seeing someone right now. Sorry, your persuasion check was not high enough.
I just hear that. I just hear that. I was like, oh, is it the armadillo? I'm joking.
Okay.
He just broke. Lucy just broke. Oh my god.
Thank you for your answer, but I would still like to hang out. I've
My
got some
God.
stuff to do, so I will see you later.
He's gonna cry in the corner over there.
I will.
It just
Not down.
damn.
Oh.
I guess if there's anything else I can do, probably just talk to Cooper and shit. That's basically it. Kind of like just know each other more.
All right. So you guys go ahead and you just kind of spend some time at the tavern tonight. You enjoy company with new friends, just getting to enjoy each other's company. New friends
Nice.
and old. Cullen actually does put on a performance as well. It is an amazing performance. He puts on a ton of illusions to create a beautiful scenery as he performs. He also ends up, you kind of see that he starts to glow, like he actually seems to have like his own like shining presence to himself. Each one of you, can you make a charisma saving throw?
This
saving?
motherfucker.
Wait, what happened?
Everybody
Col-
make a charisma saving throw as
Oh, I
Cullen
have
is
to-
performing.
Somehow I have proficiency in charisma saving throws.
Ah,
Wait, how do I
Works for
do?
ya.
How do I do that?
it's the
But
one
I
above.
have
It's the one
no-
above.
And just
And- It's the one above the skills. Yeah, you see it. There you go.
Wow.
Fuck.
I am worse. Oh no.
All right. So, Noche, Lucid,
Wait,
you notice
what?
that.
Wait, what about Noche though?
Yeah,
he
Noche rolled.
got 15.
So, yeah.
Oh,
so
I didn't see that.
Noche, Lucid, you guys, you both feel like there's something being compelled for you to do, but you don't do it. But you do look around and you see your allies here. They have fully been enchanted by Cullen's performance. They are watching very closely. They are singing along to a song that they may not even know.
Can I purposely join in just out of sadness?
Yeah, you can totally join in the.
I'm
in
going
the
to
song.
be in the stage and dance with Colin and cry.
Give me a performance check.
I'm gonna do a horrible performance and break everybody out of the shit. Damn it! I got 11.
I was about to say something about that too, but
I was hoping to get a bad roll.
But yeah, no, you guys are basically just singing along to the song that Cullen is performing, and Cullen sees you come up, Lucid, and start dancing, and you see that he just kind of moves around you, and kind of helps you move with him, so that then you dance more with him as he's performing it.
Okay,
He gives you bardic inspiration.
I can salvage this night. Alrighty, let's salvage
And so let's see, what does he end up giving you? Oh, he only gives you like +5 to your performance, but it's enough.
It's enough.
And so, but yeah, and he actually, after he's done playing his song, he actually ends up pulling you close after the little dance number, and again, he just kind of he kind of just gives you a little bit of a wink, and then gives a bow to the crowd.
Guys, we've lost Blue.
We never begin with.
we didn't.
We can't lose what we didn't have.
Yeah. My God. I was gonna say that I was wondering if I could do a performance check with Cooper.
That poor man.
You can give me a performance and see if you see how you dance with Cooper.
Yeah, because everybody is like dancing, right? To the
Yeah,
song
there's a lot of people that are dancing along and enjoying it, so you can give me a performance.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
I'll see how well Cooper does.
8.
Cooper got a 7, so you guys are just dancing very awkwardly together. But it's great.
Me and Trey.
You both have 2 left feet, so.
But we're having fun though.
But yeah, you guys are having fun. You also are dancing here. You're also dancing here, Jasper.
Yeah, with Trey.
Trey. Okay, let's see how Trey does, because he's.
Oh God!
So like Trey's actually doing okay, but then you step on his foot every once in a while.
Oh no!
And then at one point he stepped on his
him
scalp.
up and like, can I like pick him up and like set him on my feet and do that weird little dance thing that people do?
Sure.
We're gonna.
That way I don't like just absolutely destroy his foot and I stomp on it.
It's a cute moment. Yeah, it was awkward, but you know, it was a cute moment. But otherwise, yeah, you guys enjoy a time at the. You guys enjoy your time at the actual tavern. Flat out here, I'm going to tell you this. Cullen is going to ask Lucid if he's going to take him up on that offer that he ended up saying when he would come back from his dell.
Okay.
Len, you're
Okay.
you really are stating the facts right now.
But,
Sometimes we just reschedule.
But before we do anything,
Depends on how
I have
intensive it is.
I have
You
business.
good?
Yes, I'm good. I have business I have to do because I gotta talk to someone. But like when I'm done, you all. Yeah. Yeah.
He chuckles and he goes ahead and he's just like, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna make sure that I get my daughter home, and then I'll see you later.
Yeah, he showed up. There was a picture of the what?
Mm-hmm.
It's right. Sorry, bear with me. Bless her mind right now.
That also, I'm going to specify that is not his daughter in the picture.
Oh.
And so as you actually go ahead and you kind of split off from him, you see Cullen pick up a little girl, maybe about 9 or 10 years old, from his right-hand man, the rabbit that works closely with him, and they end up leaving the tavern.
cute.
Fucking.
I don't have to kill anybody today.
Homewrecker.
What do you mean, homewrecker? He had every opportunity to say he could have been like Zolt over there and said like, "Yeah, I found somebody." No, he didn't say anything. That's not on me. That's not my fault. That ain't my fault.
To
Homewrecker.
clarify, I'm going to ask. You guys were in his office one time in particular. I'm going to ask for a history check.
Okay.
Oh my god, if he actually had a life, Jesus Christ.
History check, right?
So Noche does not
right.
remember anything. Flint does not remember anything.
I got
Say
a
you
14.
say you do remember something.
You said history, right?
Yep,
History,
check.
yes. Finally, you got a better roll than the last 3 rolls you got.
Jasper definitely remembers some stuff.
And then
Does
Luce-
Lucid remember? He does.
Ooh.
So
Oh fuck.
overall, say you remember when you were in his office, you never saw any photos of him with like a woman. You only saw a picture of him with his daughter. For both Jasper and Lucid, you guys remember the same thing, but you also remember that there was a couple of photos actually, that were set down, like they were not facing upright, that were sitting in his office.
Oh shit. Oh,
Hmm.
man's gonna do divorce.
I don't think it's a divorce. I think it's much worse.
It's, if it's the other thing, jeez.
I will also give another hint based off of this. So you guys remember, with a high enough history, and looking at her, she is about 9 to 10 years old. He would have likely had her
During
be
the.
born at the very
Yeah.
end of the invasion war.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We lost.
So you guys have some thoughts that are kind of rumbling in your heads. But otherwise, I know we're getting towards the part where we tend to call it quits for the night, but I did want to do one final scene that involves Jasper very specifically.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you guys enjoyed your time at the tavern. You guys end up going your separate ways eventually. Some of you guys go to sleep, etc. Jasper, in your sleep, you do have your dreams.
Okay.
This time, it is very different. So, in your dreams, I need to pull it up. This time around, you find yourself in a very familiar moment that was back before you even ventured with this guild or this group. You find yourself struggling to keep your head above the water at sea as you see the ship that you were working on sinking and you are falling into the water. You feel yourself being pulled under the water, your legs being grabbed by a creature that you remember you came across that changed your life that day. And you look down and you see this skeleton-like creature covered in bits of coral and barnacles, pulling you down and trying to drag you and drown you in the water. You look around and you see a bunch of your fellow people on the ship being pulled down as well. And you hear a voice, a very familiar voice. What is my first tenant? You hear that question being asked as this coral and barnacle covered creature with, its skeleton structure showing, its flesh falling off, its eyes sunken in, gripping and dragging you deeper into the water. What is my first tenant? As you hear again.
Oh shit. I don't know. I think I just panic at that point.
Give me a religion check for your goddess.
I'm apparently a very bad player.
Nope.
Because I don't remember shit.
This is high enough to remember the first tenet. You remember the first tenet from your goddess is that all undead must be annihilated. So what do you do?
Well, in that case, let me see what I got. I have a lot of shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So first off, I will tell you, with that religion check, you can also tell that this is an undead entity. You remember having to deal with these undead entities
I mean,
that basically
clearly
set
it's
you on this path.
undead, just from... Where is it? I guess I could do turn undead, but
Go for it. If you really want, but it's to annihilate all the undead.
yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a sacred flame.
All right. I'm not going to ask for any kind of check for this, but you go ahead and you cast off your sacred flame, and there's just this radiant light that just kind of causes this creature to kind of just fall apart and release its grip from you. And you see all of your fellow people on the ship trying to defend themselves, and they are breaking themselves free. And you just still just kind of look down afterwards, and you just see those same purple eyes that have haunted you in your sleep for days on end. And again, it's below you. You see its face far more than what you've ever seen before. You see these scales that are as blue as the sea itself. The horns on its head look like coral, but it seems to have a very long serpent-like body, but not lacking wings. It seems to still have wings. And you hear a voice in the back of your head. Will you slay it? And a hand axe with a blade ornately carved with what looks to be a crescent moon within a lantern. Your goddess's crest now rests in your hands. Will you slay it? What is my second tenet?
Okay. I guess I need to do a religion check.
You can do another religion check to decide if you are going to quote unquote slay this entity that has been haunting you in your dreams. Okay. You think about it over and over again in your head. Is this dragon entity an undead? And overall, you cannot seem to think of it as it's an undead. It is a soul that is trapped within a gem, but it is not this undead entity from what you understand as an undead creature. You go ahead and you think about the second tenet, and it hums in your head, and you remember that you are to uphold justice. Has this dragon-like entity done anything wrong to you?
Well, besides haunting my dreams, no, so I think I'll just leave it be. At least until I can understand what it's saying.
So, you feel yourself actually being pulled closer to it, and you basically state that you're not going to end up killing it. You're refusing to kill it. And you are seeing it far more closer than you've ever seen this entity before. It's basically face to face with you. You can feel it kind of just move past you at this point. You can see its long body kind of move past you. And then it circles kind of around you. You see this large purple eye very close to you. And you are asked one final time, what is my third tenet?
Okay,
Give me one final religion check.
10.
10. So this one, you're thinking on it. You're thinking on it. You're like, I like the third tenet, but that doesn't apply here, as you do remember the third tenet. It was a low religion check. You barely got it.
Yeah, no, the dice hate me today.
So the final tenet is that you are to help those in need, in the sense of helping them rebel against injustice. And so with that, you actually feel the dragon's breath close to you. You feel those same bubbles that it kind of pushes out whenever it was roaring, but they are pushing you, and you feel those bubbles slowly pushing you to the surface of the water once again. And eventually you rise to the surface. You find yourself floating on the surface of the water, and above you, you see a crescent moon. You have my blessing. Remember my tenets and act on them. You feel the waves moving around you, rocking you back and forth calmly. And you actually hear the dragon speak to you again. It's below you, and you actually understand it for the very first time.
Oh, hell yeah.
For not killing me, enjoy my gift, for we will speak soon. And you wake up the next day from your dream.
Where are we?
You're in your wagon the next day.
Are you sure?
Yep, you're awake. You're in your wagon the next day. And I will leave you on this one thing, as you guys are all getting up and noticing that Lucid is probably not there.
That's what I meant, isn't it?
Noche, everybody, you notice something very different about Jasper. Jasper, one of your eyes now looks very much draconic-like and looks very similar to Noche's eyes. And that's how the session will end for tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was intense.
fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like in No Change Loves Jasper, and I was like, yes, he's really one of us.
Oh no.
He's
Yep,
so vanilla.
Yep,
Okay,
he's
I do
slowly
gotta
turning
go.
into a kobold. I'm kidding.
Very
He knows how to-
tall,
No, you
I
can't.
feel
but,
he's short.
No, you can't get my nuggies.
As
Oh
he
my
gets
God.
this dragon eye, he slowly starts getting shorter.
Backpack says my nuggies, not yours.
But yeah, so you guys have some things for next session. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll have to plan out our next one.
For sure.
Yes, this was fun. I will see y'all next time.
Heck
Bye.
yeah.
Next time, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much.